see all you.
Oh, my gosh. It's so nice to see you again.
Great to see you, Moon.
Energy up.
Rafe, King Scott.
Well, thank you. Great to see you.
Here. I love it. And a nice morning, too. See that moon?
I didn't.
Not that one to my left, but the one up in the sky.
We have a supermoon today.
Tomorrow, I believe, is
Oh, the 30th. Right.
I believe tomorrow's like the big, what is it? Right.
Blue moon.
Is that what they're calling it, the blue moon?
It's a blue supermoon.
Yeah.
Dude.
That looks pretty sweet.
I know.
It's a, I don't know, it's a giant moon, Rafe.
Well, okay. Didn't know. You know what a super moon meant? A super blue moon? What's that mean? The blue is actually blue?
I think a supermoon is when it's full and it's closest to the Earth.
Yeah.
So it's
looks
like
big.
huge and full.
Yeah.
And whenever it's a super moon, you don't give it kryptonite.
Why
You
is
guys are all turning Wiccan before my eyes, and I'm into it.
Why is it blue?
That's one for Scott.
Wow, early strike.
Oh, man. First inning.
One
Swing
minute
and
in.
miss.
Early strike. You got
That's
two more.
good.
You got two more. Man, we got a lot to talk about today. Yesterday, and if you driving around, maybe pick up your cell phone.
Woo!
Pick up your cell phone, maybe change up a podcast or maybe text somebody.
No.
Because if you did, oh boy, illegal.
You in trouble now.
You in
jail.
trouble now.
I almost did today on the way. I was like on Olive, and this stupid stoplight where it makes you stall for 5 minutes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you catch the wrong one, you're in bad shape.
So I almost got my phone out to like sit there and like, scroll Instagram for a couple minutes, but I had a cop watching me on Olive, so I'm like, I'm not touching my
Seen
phone.
him, and he had his lights off, too.
Yeah.
See that? Very sneaky.
Well,
did very
yesterday, that new the new law, the texting and driving law, went into effect.
I know.
The hands-free law signed by the governor obviously aims to reduce distracted driving. So according to KMOV, between 2012 and 2021, there were nearly 200,000 distracted driving-related crashes in Missouri with more than 800 fatalities. And all the accidents and fatalities related to distracted driving are preventable if people just pay attention and put their damn phones down.
I see it every day.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing. And we're all guilty of this.
Oh,
You are stopped at a red light, and what's the first thing you do?
get your phone.
You pick up your damn phone.
I'm bored. Within split second, I'm bored.
I don't have as much of an issue with that. I mean, I do, but I don't while I'm on the road. In the heat of the moment, when people are on the highway changing lanes with their phone up by the steering wheel like this,
that's ridiculous. And we've all done it, and let's be honest.
Hey.
It's the tree of trust. We're all in it right now.
With hundreds of thousands of
We've all picked up our phone while driving to send a text or to check an email.
Yeah. Sucks, but
Or to even, all right, I don't like what's on right now, so I'm going to scroll to see what's new in my, latest episodes on my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They even say now with because my Jeep, and your Jeep does too, that the center screen, like the center touch screen, do you have that on your new car, Rafe?
Yeah. I think.
Ours isn't very big. Like, my last truck had a better screen than this one does. Or not a better, but like a bigger screen. This one just shows the basics, which I totally appreciate. But it does have the CarPlay thing. So like
yeah, it does have
maps
the
are
CarPlay
there.
maps, and you could see what's
stuff.
you could see what's on your in your library for podcasts and all that stuff.
I try to put that on the front. Like where the odometer and speedometer are. I have that, like my medium.
Oh, I don't
on the
have
front,
that.
so I can read what the song is or whatever.
But they're saying even those center screens are distracting as hell.
Well, it's
Maybe even more so.
the new ones are sick, dude. They're like televisions. They kind of took after that Tesla sort of vibe, and they're big and bold and awesome.
I know, man.
Big, bold, bright touchscreen. There's so many different options, and you're looking on that screen instead of the road.
Yep,
Yeah.
I've switched in vehicles every week. I found myself recently. There was one that I could not figure out how to switch the vents on the, the air vents or whatever. So I was trying to figure it out, driving down the road, and then I realized it was probably like a good 20 seconds of me just staring at that.
That's right. And you go,
I'm like,
oh
what
my
the
God,
heck
I'm
am I doing?
driving.
I'm like, screw this. It'll just be hot for a second.
Yeah, I'm trying to dial in my comfort level with my eyes off the road.
It's smart.
Smart. So here's the thing with this new texting and driving law. It's a secondary offense, so you have to be stopped for something else, like speeding or another violation, before police can issue a ticket for distracted driving. And distracted driving is not just texting. They say you can't pick up your phone for anything.
Yeah.
We should all do like a dare. You know, like the contest
Yeah.
on Seinfeld? Instead of making it about that, we should make it about this. And we all put money, and we're not allowed to touch our phones. Once the car is in motion, no touching. Mm-hmm. And if you do, you mark it down, come in, put your $5 down, give it to the group. Want to do it?
Sure.
Yeah.
The contest.
Yeah. No, I know what you're
Sure.
talking about.
Hold on, what is this contest?
Remember in Seinfeld when nobody's allowed to Joe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's a very famous episode.
Yes. So that what Moon is saying is that
That's
seriously.
been pitched for the Riz Olympics, by the way.
Has it? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. It
Yes.
has. And nobody offered into you and I did.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh, you're down?
Oh, for the contest? Of course, sure, yeah.
Okay.
For the Riz Olympics?
But there was abstinence across the board.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was. I talked to my husband about that, and he was like,
yeah, no,
"What?"
My wife will not sign off on that.
Yeah, abstinence across the board. I mean, it's
For
not
how
just
long? For a
for
month?
whoever holds
Whoever
out
holds
the longest.
Honor system.
Sorry, I cannot sign off on that.
Whoever holds off the longest.
I'm out. I'll be in deep
I'm
trouble.
down, but
Are you?
oh, I am.
But is Tim down? That's the whole. That's
He
the
is
whole
not.
thing.
He declines.
He declines.
This will not stand, man.
Anyway, so for the contest
Yeah, let's do it.
With the phone.
With the phone, honor system. Like if
What's
once
the phone contest, though?
once the car is in motion, like once you've started your car and you've gone, you cannot touch the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's like for maps or something like that, you have to do that prior to. You got to put your directions in.
What about on your home screen?
That's fine, right?
What about on the screen in the car?
Well, the law is about the phone. Let's just do the phone. You can't touch the phone.
You guys are going to all be doing what
So
I'm
I
doing
can
with the bounce
start-
back.
An episode of my favorite show on Netflix. Put the phone in where my speedometer is and watch it through the steering wheel, like I always
As
do.
long as you don't touch
safely,
it.
as I always start my Netflix show
Keeping it real.
before I pull out of my driveway.
Right,
Yeah.
which is the safe thing to do.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I always make sure it's a show that is as long as my drive. That way I
one
can
that's-
watch it the entire time.
28 minutes.
I like watching the foreign shows with the
But
subtitles.
sometimes,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
so you really got to pay attention.
Have you ever done that?
Watch
Be
the TV
honest.
show. So, I swear to God, I've
While
never-
driving?
neither
While
have I.
driving?
No way.
No.
That makes me nervous. You know why it makes me nervous? Because all
still
that
love you.
all that goes through my head is, oh, this is the time that I'll have an accident or something, and it'll be blasted everywhere that like man has accident while watching What We Do in the Shadows. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay. I just thought of something that I did do.
All right, here we go. Tree of
Let's go.
trust.
Conference or
No, okay.
Confession time.
When was the last time the men were in the World Cup? Was that 2 years ago? The soccer World Cup.
messing up my years here, but I'd say a year.
Year or two ago.
Yeah, year and a half.
There was
What year is it now?
there was a match going on. I had my son hold up the phone as he was sitting in the passenger seat,
all right. Let's have to
like
look at
in
it.
my periphery.
Great parenting. I mean, A+ right now. Wow.
But does that count? I was.
To me, that's
It was in my periphery.
you're just trying. That's what I didn't watch Netflix, but I have put the Chiefs game on. If I was driving somewhere and the Chiefs started to play, I would put on like the NBC app or whatever.
Yeah.
And I would put because you couldn't get it on the radio, so I would get it. I'd just put the game on my phone and set my phone like next to me, and I'd be listening, but the screen was on.
I think we're in the clear. I think we're good. I was more or less listening to the game, although he was holding the phone up, and I would say,
That
"Hey,
was-
lower,
That was
higher."
last summer.
Last summer, yes. I remembered exactly where we were too.
Oh no.
We were up off Mexico Road in St. Charles. All right, boy, lower.
Here, lower. Dad can't see it.
Dad can't see
There's
it.
a glare.
But I'm still watching the road. Hey, son, who's going to be driving next year?
All right, don't do what I do.
Don't do. Hey, let me tell you what not to do.
Yeah, do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
You just wanted to see Messi, man. That's
I will.
It's kind of important. I mean,
I'll $5.
It was a big one.
$5.
It was a big one.
$5 honor system.
fine.
All right.
$5 on our system.
You guys
That's
going
good.
to jump on my bandwagon with, I have my automatic text back? Like when I'm in the
I don't
car?
even know how to set
Yours
that.
is
Yeah,
so
I wanna
ridiculous.
set that up.
I'm going to change mine to say something different now. Now
I
I'm
don't
gonna be
know.
like, you have to call me.
I don't know how to set that up.
I'll help you.
Yeah.
If
Is it on every phone?
Yeah, it's in your settings. You just go in
Yeah.
your settings and put the do not disturb or the drive while driving or something.
If you can connect to your Bluetooth in your vehicle, you can do an automatic bounce back. If you have an Apple device, that's the only
I do.
phone I have. So, yeah.
All right, help me.
I will.
Help me with that.
help me.
Help me.
Help me.
But I will say, I texted her the other day and got her automatic bounce back, and then got a text from her 12 seconds later.
Well, time was running out. This law was coming, and I had to just live it up one last
maybe,
time.
maybe I caught her at the perfect time while she was parking. But it
I
seemed
was at a
pretty-
red light.
It seemed suspect to me.
So the new law prohibits drivers from using and holding a phone while driving. Basically, any text messaging. You're not allowed to watch videos or send videos, watch movies or send movies while operating the vehicle. You can use CarPlay, Bluetooth, or voice-activated commands. You are also still permitted to mount a phone for navigation.
Okay, I have one of those.
Lucky.
I have one of the little mount
So
things.
cool.
Although I hardly use it, but the only reason I use that is for FaceTime. And it's not that I'm necessarily looking at the phone. It's that
Now
they're-
you can't even do that.
You
they're
can't
looking
touch
at
it.
me.
Which really ruins
No
this for
touching
my
it.
best friend and I because we use Marco Polo every day.
I'm sorry. She'll just have to deal.
If she can even.
I don't think
So
she... What?
you're video conferencing somebody while driving to work every
I'm not
morning.
looking at the camera. It's mounted on my dash, and I'm driving and I'm
Right, right,
talking
right.
to her. And sometimes it's in the cup holder and I'm talking to her. Sometimes it's in the side. It's not about looking at me. It's about listening to me.
I don't like it. So again, it's a secondary offense. You got to be stopped for something else, like speeding or other violations, before police can issue a ticket for this distracted driving thing. First-time offenders, fines up to $150, but penalties will not start for over a year.
How do they know if you were on your phone? So you get pulled over for speeding, and then what? They go because your phone. I mean, everybody in the world is going to go, oh, turn it off, put it down. Like,
Right,
oh, I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
on it.
Well, miss,
how do they know?
I saw you on your phone.
How did you see me on my phone?
Well,
I was going so fast.
yeah, it was a blur.
That was my Fitbit that was a lit in my
Yeah, yeah.
officer.
I mean, surely that's something
That
that's
was my
That-
glow stick from the rave I went to last night.
What's the Apple Watch loophole on this bet? Can't touch your phone?
Well, he's not wearing an Apple Watch anymore. 'Cause
watch-
he's
Watch.
watch
Your
is so
watch is
cool.
on the 10 and 2.
right.
yeah.
10 and 2.
Watch is fine, but I mean, why don't you stay?
watch is
stay-
fine.
'Cause you can still
Well,
read
I
that.
only say that because I don't use that while I'm not reading it while I'm driving.
Yeah, but you could switch up things.
You could switch it.
You could technically
You could
not touch your phone
switch
and
Oh, I
touch
guess-
your
I
watch.
guess-
Stay.
I see what you're saying. I don't do that. So I guess we can include the watch. That's fine. The only thing I'm touching usually, if I'm not breaking the rules, which of course yes, I will admit I'm a rule breaker here and there, is the little buttons on the back of the wheel. You know, the track up, track
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
and volume up, volume
Right.
down. That's all I got.
Okay,
That's all I need.
So we are allowed
Honesty
to
here.
touch the screen on our car or no?
fine. Yes,
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no phone, no watch.
starting now.
Starting right now.
Now again, penalties will not start for over a year.
I don't
So
get it.
the Highway Patrol will be issuing warnings until January 1st, 2025.
You know what? I hope they warn. I hope this is like a deterrent thing where like they're just throwing warnings out like Skittles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
hey,
oh, I
man,
saw you on your phone.
Saw you on your phone. Hey, just warning.
Good warning this
Green
time.
Skittle.
You know what I mean?
You've been warned.
Put a little
officially.
fear in folks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how they would say possibly that you were on your phone.
Like, are they asking, like, if an officer, and I'm really just asking.
Oh,
right now.
they can't say,
They need a
let me
warrant,
see your
right?
phone.
Yeah, they can't
There's
without
no
a warrant.
way.
Well, I'm
Right?
sure they can ask, and you can be stupid enough to say, "Here you go."
I don't know the rules, though. So if he was like, let me see that
Let me
phone.
see the phone.
Oh, God. And he opens it up. Facebook. Hello. The Riz Show. Follow us. Not
Yeah,
once.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if they could. If they'd ask to see your phone, I mean, I'm sure they could ask anything.
Yeah.
Open your phone. Unlock your phone. Here, everybody unlock their phone right now. Like if
You unlocked your phone.
I'm unlocking it right now. What is it? What's the first? Oh, it's just
When
the
you
home
go to-
screen.
home screen.
Go to a
So-
page that supports backstoppers or something
Yeah,
like that.
guys,
So they
I
open
was
it
just,
to
I was donating to
yeah, I was just
Backstoppers.
donating to Backstoppers.
no big deal.
I just donated $50
Oh,
to
man.
Backstoppers. Well,
That's the kind of guy I am.
go on with your day, ma'am. Thank you.
That's great.
Yeah. Give him a dinger. That was good. That kind of makes up for the earlier joke.
No, he still got one
Oh,
strike.
he does. Okay.
Oh man.
But that was, he just hit a base hit.
Okay. I'll take it.
All right, good. $5 on the table. $5 on the table if you break the rule.
Should we make it interesting?
Oh,
That is interesting.
Yeah.
what
I
else?
just mean like, $50
Ooh.
Where does this money go? Who's getting this
to the
money?
winner, to the last man standing.
Oh. Give it back. Give it.
No, we
like
don't
that.
we don't
The
play
best
those
liar.
stupid
Good
rules.
job, Lern.
Nah, see, no, there's no liars in here. Trust tree,
I mean, I'm all about it, but
honor system.
I just don't want any loopholes. I don't want any Apple Watch loopholes costing me $50.
Oh, now it's $50?
I guess so. He's
I mean, if that's what we're doing, yeah, fine.
Oh, we can find a middle
Now he's
ground.
playing.
You guys, I'm throwing numbers
No, we're
here.
not.
Participate.
We're not
You guys,
playing games here, I guess.
you guys throw numbers too.
I mean, I'm looking at like $10.
I think 5 is great.
Okay.
$100.
What? Where are we trying
He's-
Let's do $10. So there's no
Wait,
hurt
what?
I'll throw my phone in the trash for
Let's do-
$500.
Let's do $10 so there's no hurt feelings, all right? This is
$10?
this is-
10.
Okay. Well, I just feel like we'd be all safer people if we had more money on it.
$10 is fine.
$10
That'll
hurts
buy you.
my feelings.
So that's $40 for the winner.
Okay, $10.
$40. That's a salad down at Crush Red.
Wait a minute. $40. No, it's well, you're paying
Yeah,
yourself.
you're paying yourself.
Okay.
That's one
It's a
salad.
drink.
That's
No,
one
no,
salad.
it's
Crush
One
Red.
salad.
No, it's not. Not even.
Possibly a flatbread.
They might even give you a fork with that.
That's one large salad.
That's a half a salad.
Has anybody done these tough mutter challenges?
I've always wanted to.
So we were up at Battlegrounds. Remember that?
yeah.
Years
We
ago.
did one without the mud and without the tough.
Yeah.
Dang
It was
it.
incredible. Not that their thing is not tough, but we did it by ourselves, not in a competition,
Right.
not with people flying past us and with no mud.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
It's fun. It was fun to do solo without the mud.
Uh-huh.
I think with the mud and stuff, that's not something I would do.
Oh, come on, man. You went to Woodstock 99.
I don't
That
want
was a
wet
different
feet.
game.
Oh,
I don't want wet
Nor
feet.
did I roll around in the mud.
Well.
I had decent accommodations,
You
by the
did.
way. I was staying in the army barracks
I want you to know.
while everybody else was sleeping in dirty tents.
I've been
on the
rewatching those
ground.
documentaries looking for you in the background.
There he is. There he is. We were at a festival, that big giant Cornerstone Festival, and I remember they had a big mudslide thing there because it would always rain inevitably when you're camping for 7 or 8 days. And I always would go over and be like, oh, this is awesome. I can't wait to watch this. And you watch people doing a mudslide, and you're like, that looks incredible. I don't want to do that. And I would just sit and watch.
I would do the Tough Mudder, and I would go full mud.
Well, this could
Oh,
deter you from
Let's
doing that. And by
let's
the way,
hear it
okay,
go.
so
Oh, no, what are you
two
gonna
things
say?
before going back to the Tough Mudder. Dana says the money go to charity. The charity the winner's choosing. Not everything has to go to charity.
$40. Right. I've donated a lot this month.
Thank you, Dana. Not everything has to go to
Get the hell out
charity.
of here.
Why can't stuff just go to
Can
us?
I just buy some beer for my house? New top.
Every time.
Okay. What
Not everything has to be for charity. I love you, Dana, and thank you for your
Very
instant
sweet.
feedback. Very sweet.
Download the Point app.
But why can't just something like, hey, $40?
$40.
Cool.
All right.
How often do we have cash on us anymore?
Earned
you know?
All right. Well, yeah, I earned this $40.
Oh, and this is hardcore cash. We're not Venmoing this.
Oh, no, no. This is cash.
No,
This is cash.
yeah. I'm not giving anybody any percent. I'm giving it right to me because I'm winning this.
And
Yeah.
Kyle says there should be a $20 penalty if you're caught by somebody in public
Oh,
with
100%.
video / picture evidence.
100%.
Oh,
100%.
let's go.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Okay, good.
A $20 fine plus the $10.
good luck finding me out on the roads. I always wear a wig when I drive because I don't want people knowing it's me.
That's a great idea.
Got a couple of them in the
That's
back
right.
seat right
okay,
now.
so there was
Jackie Onassis just passed me.
there was a Rafe. Have you ever thought about doing this Tough Mudder thing? Maybe did you do in basic training for the Army?
Did I think about it?
No,
then?
no. That's basically like when you go do these obstacle
Yeah,
courses.
this is a little different, but yeah.
Did you have to crawl through the mud under wires and?
Yeah, we did all that stuff, but I'll be honest with you, man. When I went to Fort Sill, this is what they don't put in the brochure. We went to the training course, and I was like, oh, cool. It's like the zip line and the nets and the tires and all the stuff you see in the movies. And
Yeah.
I can't wait. And we went there, and he's like, we're not doing it. And I was like, why not? And the drill sergeant's like, oh, it's in disrepair. We can't get money to get it fixed. So, like, when I went to basic training, it was like all the nets were frayed and everything was messed up. And they were just like, yeah, we're skipping that. But we did rake leaves in the forest for 7 hours, put them in bags, and then the 8th hour we dumped all the bags back out on the forest floor. And I'm like, I don't remember this being in the brochure. That's what we did the day, and
cool
we were supposed to
montage.
do the obstacle course.
You repaired the obstacle course, or you just rake leaves?
We raked leaves,
Yeah, that's smart.
which I guess was teaching us a lesson and just do what we tell you and don't think about.
It should have been the recruits repairing the obstacle course. That would have made sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd rather have a technician on that. Rather have an engineer on that. If I'm going to go up to the platform that's like 4 stories high and climb a net and stuff,
How you supposed to get tough if it's not,
Yeah.
at high risk?
I agree.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it. I was all in.
If you can operate a rake, you can fix
Yep.
an obstacle course.
It was in disrepair when I did it, and I think we ended up doing it later on as part of something else. It's like there was like a Q school qualification thing, but
I'm thinking, just in case you have to rake the front lines.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't remember lawn and gardening being in the brochure when I sat down with my recruiter.
In war.
I do remember a guy like on a zip line with his feet up, like army tough. I do not remember like a dude holding a rake being like also clean.
Hey, somebody rake around this barbed wire.
They leave some stuff out.
There's a guy with an M16 next to a guy with a leaf blower on his back.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a guy with a flamethrower and a leaf blower. Army of one.
Oh, gosh.
Flamethrower. I'm part of the leaf blower division. I go in and I clean up the forest floor. That was pretty much.
And like the camo and the face paint.
Yeah, I got the face paint on. The leaves never even saw me coming.
I don't know what you've been told. Blowing leaves never gets old.
Oh my God, it doesn't. So much fun.
Well, anyway. So they have a couple tough mutters around this area.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do the battlegrounds thing up at that Cedar Hill.
Yeah, it was at the winery, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it a touring event like the Tough Mudder Corporation comes through all these different
I
cities?
think
throughout
this
the year?
is a little more. The Tough Mudder seems a little more like the show Wipeout to me. Like they put obstacles there for you to not do well.
Well, there was a Tough Mudder competition in Sonoma County out in California. May have sickened hundreds. According to an updated report on the event.
Because it was poo.
Yep.
Ah, dang it! You gotta know where your mud's coming from, guys. You can't just be willy
Well, I
nilly.
mean, that's what I call a hard poop anyway around my house. Is a Tough Mudder.
Man.
Mud butt. No thanks.
Was it next to a cattle farm or something?
One woman says there was a few times during the race where I could smell cow manure.
Oh, there it goes. And that's and this is what remember when all the spinach was getting what is it E. coli or something
Yeah.
or whatever. Like they found out it's because the spinach farm butted up against the irrigation ditch next to a cattle where cattle were.
I thought it was some of the
Employees.
the agricultural workers
I think
pooping in the field.
I think somebody said something about that, but I think like the big outbreaks were due to the farm button up with cattle farms.
Well, so this woman who did the race, she says a couple times, I was like, something, smells like cow caca. And then she said she woke up the next day and she goes, what is this on my arm? What is this on both arms?
Oh no!
Wow.
What?
Like, so rashes.
Okay.
Rashes all up and down her arm where she was on her
Oh,
elbows.
right, yeah. Under the barbed wire.
Under the barbed wire, like where she was, doing the army crawls. And she said inside of her knees where she was pushing off as well. And the Tough Mudder races, it's an obstacle course challenge where, you attempt like the boot camp style hurdles and mud and muddy water. You're going over and under things. You're crawling under the barbed wire in the mud. So yeah, they said at least 350 people who participated in the event are sick. Symptoms are from skin rashes to vomiting.
Yikes.
The health department issued an advisory. The Tough Mudder race involved extensive skin exposure to mud. Most affected persons have pustular rashes.
Ew.
Rashes with pus-filled blisters, fever, muscle pain, headache.
Pustular.
Gross.
These symptoms could be indicative of a minor illness called a swimmer's itch. but they could also indicate a staph infection or other more serious bacterial infection. Listen, you're rolling around in the mud. It's dirty. This is the risk you take.
Right. But
There's no such thing as clean mud, is there?
well, but this is like the first, maybe not the first, but like you don't hear about the tough mud or everybody coming out of that sick. So I think it does depend on the area of which you are.
Yeah, listen, I'm not
Mud.
saying, it's okay that there was cow manure mixed in, but mud is mud, right? It's dirty. You don't know what the hell's in there.
Apparently not, though. Mud is not mud.
Mud is not mud. I guess.
There's
It's
clean,
crud.
Yeah,
there's
crud.
clean mud, and there's poo
Crud.
mud.
Swimmer's itch doesn't seem fun. It's caused by microscopic parasites in water.
Oh,
Cool, man.
until you said that, it doesn't sound like that big a deal.
Swimmer's itch?
Yeah, swimmer's
It sounds
itch is
cute.
Swimmer's itch is
Swimmer's itch is like I got water in my ear.
no. That sounds like something that you have until you shower. Like you're a person that gets in and out of pools without showers, and then like chlorine builds up or something.
Okay, so this one. So swimmer's itch, all right, can be treated at home. Not terrible. Can usually be treated with corticosteroid cream. Was that cortisone?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Staph infections, however, can turn deadly. Pus-filled boils, painful rashes, cellulitis. If a staph infection enters the bloodstream, it could cause a deep infection, which can impact internal organs and muscles.
Cellulitis. I don't want to buy anything.
Cellulitis.
Let me tell you this.
I don't want litis. I don't want nothing.
I don't want cellulitis. I don't want nothing. So, hey, good luck in your next tough mutter, guys.
Sounds good.
If it smells like cow poop, stay away.
Fail.
Hey, I'm going to exercise and get healthy out here at this little mud run.
And yet another reason to stay home.
Stop this.
Another reason to stay home.
Even the
and
mud
do
isn't
nothing.
safe these days.
Big mud.
Yeah, big mud's coming for us. Trying to sell us litis and all sorts of stuff.
I'll stay in
I'm done with this.
safety of the forest, raking leaves.
Yes. I'm not getting
for our
cellulitis.
nation.
I'm not getting cellulitis sitting on the couch.
The armed
today.
force.
Watching Netflix.
That's right.
Hey, a couple, and I wanted to get to these over the past couple of days and piling up these am I the a-holes, these different
Oh, yeah.
scenarios.
I've had a few good ones come in.
Yeah, I've had a couple good ones come in, and these are just, they're starting to pile up, so I just want to get to some of these. A pregnant woman has been branded ridiculous for ordering her nephew to change his hamster's name so she could give it to the daughter.
What was this little name?
So the 11-year-old, okay, so the mom took to, not the mom to be, but the mom of the nephew, who's 11, took to the internet to ask if she's being an a-hole here. So the 11-year-old spent months begging his folks for a family pet, promising to feed it and clean up after it and show it unconditional love and affection. And when a kid usually wants a pet, it's usually a cat, a dog. This kid wanted a hamster.
Yeah.
So expecting the kid to want a dog or cat, the mom was shocked to hear how his heart was set on bringing home a hamster. And she said, we spent a little over a week prepping him, helping him study hamster care, dedicated a sizable spot in the living room for the necessities and home. We finally got around to picking up the hamster at the pet shop. And he was set on the name Sonic. He wanted to name the hamster Sonic. But the lady ringing us up, quote, mentioned that the one he picked out was a girl and that she could get him a boy if he wanted, but he just lit up and said, you know what, that's Amy. Amy, the hamster.
Amy.
And that was that. We took Amy home. But soon after, the mom's pregnant sister-in-law marched over to the house and ordered the kid to change the hamster's name because she now wants to use it on her daughter.
Okay.
You are to change this hamster's name immediately. The mom said last month they found out they were having a girl. They were picking out names, and one of the names they narrowed it down to had Amy as a middle name. Not even the first name,
Oh, my
middle
goodness.
name.
Wow.
And the mom made a joke, something like, hey, we already have an Amy at our house. Trying to be funny. Sister-in-law didn't think it was. And the mom says, I didn't think much at the time, but a couple days ago, she asked to come by and talk. She started off by saying that the joke I made was in bad taste. I apologize for it. And then she said, we need to change the name. I said, I didn't think that would go over well with my son, and she outright demanded the name to be changed, whether he likes it or not, because she wasn't going to have a kid share the name with a hamster.
For all of 4.2 years.
Well, it's important.
The mom agreed, all right, I'll talk to the kid, see whether he was up for name change, but as expected, he's like, no, the hamster's Amy. He didn't want to. He even thought it was cool that his cousin would share her name with his hamster.
They could run in the wheel together.
And the mom even said I tried to convince him to rename Amy Sonic. Or even after some other Sonic character, but he didn't want it. And she explained to the sister-in-law about this, and the kid was, a bit hurt because he thought he upset his aunt.
Right.
But he really didn't want to change the name. Didn't understand why they couldn't just share it.
I have the easy fix for this. What's the aunt's name? Because it could just be Aunt, whatever her name is. Aunt Lern. The
That's
hamster.
right.
Just name it after his aunt.
Oh, get rid of the ant.
I told my sister-in-law that
What
my
an
son was
entitled
set on
a-hole.
Amy, and she blew up. I'll admit I got a bit defensive and reacted poorly, but I essentially told her it wasn't a big deal. It's not like anyone's going to make the connection. And by the time her kid is old enough to know her name, Amy the hamster is going to be dead.
How dare you?
Hey.
18 to 36 months. That's the average lifespan. For
Oh, really?
Amy. 18 to 36 months. This kid won't even be able to speak in full sentences before that thing is gone.
She claimed it was embarrassing because she would always know the connection in her mind, to which I simply told her, if it was such a strong reminder of a hamster, then maybe it wasn't a name she should use for her daughter.
But how small can your world be? I mean, think about the pets that you had when you were little, as far as like gerbils or hamsters. No one knew the names outside of 15 by 15 bedroom.
Yeah.
No,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a very, 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 very small world.
So this is the sister-in-law. The sister-in-law's pregnant. So what did the brother say? The brother told me that I'm being selfish for not forcing my son to pick another name. And what about the mom? The mom, like everybody's mother. Mom says, this is childish. Get over it, everybody.
Right. I had a friend who she named her cat, before she had kids, she named her cat Arya from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And then she had her daughter, and she, there was regret that she didn't save the name for her daughter. But honestly, I don't know, I wouldn't feel, if you love that name so much, just name your kid, name everybody Amy. Who cares?
Yeah. Who is it? George Foreman? Did he name like 6
All
of
his
his
kids are
daughters
George.
He liked the name so bad, so much. You just said you're George,
All his
and
kids
you're
are
George,
George.
too, and you're George too.
So I guess nobody wants to deal with the explaining, oh, I thought you had a hamster named Amy. Well, yeah, I love that name so much, and now I'm having a baby named Amy. Maybe there's some, I don't know, they don't want to have to go into it.
I mean, if you dig deep enough, you're going to find somebody with the name that you don't like. I mean, Amy Fisher's name was Amy. The Long Island Lolita.
Yeah.
Does that bother you?
Yeah.
What? If you dig deep enough.
Every
I've had that
name
happen.
is going to
You
be
ever-
associated with.
I had that happen with my son, though. Like, a couple names got pitched that were like people I didn't like, that I associated that name.
Oh, yeah.
with, but they're people I knew. But I'm like, no, I don't like that name because I know a guy named that, and he's a jerk. And that's who I think of in my mind. So I kind of get that logic, but it's just a hamster.
But you're even talking about humans. Like, you're just going.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a hamster.
This is a hamster not in your household. This is a hamster that, again, no one would know the name ever beyond that bedroom after the first month of that pet existing there.
Yeah, this.
I mean, that's
so,
a. Like,
I think it's kind of an honor.
this is a person with a very, very small world.
Maybe it's the pregnancy hormones that are making her wacky.
Sure.
Like I used to call, pregnant women Pregosaurus Rex.
Hey.
I've evolved.
To put that kind of pressure or guilt or shame on this 5-year-old kid, like, goodness.
Right.
Yeah.
What is
Now I
wrong
only
with you?
do it in the plural sense.
All right, there are some controversial baby names out there. And I was just on a whim, just looked this up. The most controversial baby names out there. Number one, they said is Adonis. Adonis is a controversial baby name.
I think there's think there's an Adonis at my kid's school.
Many mythology
Like
names feel like a lot to live up to, but Adonis is even more on the nose than most. The name of a handsome young lover of Aphrodite in Greek myth, the name has become synonymous with masculine beauty.
I think it means Lord, too, or something like that.
Of course, baby Adonis may well grow up to be an Adonis, but it's a gamble.
Yeah, I don't know. Adonis? That to me doesn't trigger me in any way. Like, I mean.
What about Azrael?
Azrael.
Azrael.
Isn't that the bad guy from
Gargamel's
from Smurfs?
cat, dude.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the cat.
Despite being one of the hottest boys' names of the past couple of years, it's the name of the angel of death in Jewish and Islamic tradition.
Is
Whoa.
it Azriel or Azriel? Because
Azriel.
I just go
Azrael
back to go to
in the cartoon.
Chris Kattan and Goth Talk. His name was Azriel.
Is it Azrael or Azrael? I don't know.
It's Azrael in the cartoon, right?
In the cartoon, yeah. Gargamel, the cat.
I think it's like a biblical, like an archangel name or something.
It's the angel of death in Jewish and Islamic tradition.
That's pretty
Kind
intense.
of a kick-ass name, though. Like, I don't know.
Kick-ass name, but I mean, like, you know, if you're so inclined to believe there are, like, you know, powers or meanings
Sure.
in names and all that kind of stuff, I can see you going, ooh, are you sure you want to date Azrael? That's the angel of death.
Yeah, but would you rather that or name somebody Jesus? Like, I know there's people named Jesus, but I don't know anybody. Like, nobody's ever named their child Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, is that offensive?
Offensive? No, I don't know. I'm not sure. Are people saying that Azrael
shorten
is
it to
offensive
Jesus.
or
Could be
just
offensive
like
to- it could be
interesting?
offensive.
Jeez,
people.
get in here.
Jeez, get in here.
They're just saying the
Jeez.
names are controversial. Like if you name a kid Harvey,
Oh, because Harvey Weinstein.
yeah,
That's
2017 was not a good one for the name Harvey.
Yeah.
That was a
Which the name Harvey was starting to enjoy a revival
Really?
thanks to, like, you know, hey, old school charm. Harvey.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a rabbit named Harvey in the 50s. There was a.
And Weird Al, his hamster was Harvey. Harvey the Wonder Hamster.
Okay, so in 2017 was Hurricane Harvey that devastated parts of the south, southern U.S.
Oh,
And
wow.
then Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, there's a lot of those old school names that are coming back. I know a kid
Harvey
named
Keitel.
Yeah, I know a kid named Hank. And
Yeah.
when he was named Hank, I was like, whoa, that's
Is it Hank or
that's
Henry
cool.
and they're calling him Hank?
Nope, it's Hank.
Hank.
Oh yeah,
Hank's
Hank.
such a good name.
I know Henry, a lot of Henrys and Williams. It's all cyclical. Everybody, we went through like the Thatcher boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's going to be a nursing home in 2070 that's going to be full of Peepaw Meemaw Mercedes and Peepaw Skylar and all these like weird trendy names. So then parents go back the other way. It'll go back. There'll be a bunch of Bettys and
Johns.
Harolds and Williams and
Yeah.
Phillips.
What about naming your kid
And then
Dixie?
there'll be what?
Dixie.
Dixie.
Love it.
Dixie was an old school name, but
I knew a guy with a hot, promiscuous wife named Dixie.
Hey,
Older woman.
put
There's
that in
that
your
one band I like.
country ballad.
Loved her. She was a
Dixie
fun
could be
gal.
controversial. Obviously, Karen. Nobody's naming their kids Karen anymore.
It's a tough one.
Yeah. I know a lot of Karens in my life that are now going by Carrie. That's how bad that
Oh,
is.
no.
Yeah, it got hijacked, man. That's
Man, that sucks.
But
Stand
to be
your
real,
ground.
Carrie is a kick-ass name. I've only known cool Carries.
I used to have a bit where I was like, when's the last, I was just like, it's not a joke, just ask yourselves this. When's the last time you met a baby named Linda?
Linda.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I think it ended up being a joke. I saw it in like an episode of 30 Rock, and I was like, there was a baby named Linda, and it
Baby
freaked
named Linda.
everybody out. There's just certain names that just have not made their way back around, but they will. Eventually, they will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
is it-
Karen thing though seems to be sticking around for a bit. It's gonna have a run.
I know.
Listen, man, you and me. I know Rafe's already a grandpa, but me and you, we're not far from being grandparents. And I feel like there's probably this grandparent thing where they're always like, "Oh God, what are the trends now? What's my kid gonna name my grandkid? And am I gonna hate it?"
Okay, so there was Adonis, Azrael, Dixie, Harvey, Karen, Honey.
Honey.
People are naming their kids like Honey.
That's offensive?
That's interesting.
It's
Just
controversial. It's controversial.
Interesting.
Hey, honey.
That's an interesting one.
I don't know.
So that
My
word is so cool.
daughter, Honey, and my son, Syrup.
Like
They're very
pancakes.
sweet
But
kids.
aren't those, back in the day, there was Maple. There's all those.
Maple?
Mabel. Yes, Maple.
Maple's
I've
a
never
cute
heard
name.
Maple.
Oh, yeah,
made that
Maple,
up,
not
dude.
Maple.
Yeah, I was like
I've
Maple.
never met a
Maple.
maple in my life.
Maple.
That's kind of a
Maplethorpe?
cool name.
Maple.
Maple's sweet.
Maplethorpe, maybe. Was that a name? That's like
What
one of those
about-
crazy?
Trendy names like Khaleesi.
Dude.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
pretty dope.
yeah.
We're in the throes of Game
I'm
of
on
Thrones right
season
now.
You gotta
7
name
right
your
now.
kid
Yeah,
after
dude.
So
a Game of Thrones character.
last night,
Yes.
get this, guys. Last night I look at Tim and I go, because we just started season 7. I
This is
go,
my son, Hodor.
hold on.
And
Hodor.
So yeah, we were like because I don't know, Moon, if you're like this or everybody who's watched it, you have
Daughter
different
Reek.
favorite characters every season.
Oh,
It changes.
yeah. It's incredible.
And so, like, I love Peter Dinklage. Like, he's maybe my all-time favorite character in the entire series. But last night, Tim goes, "Hey, who's your favorite character right now?" And I go, "Dude, like, it's Khaleesi all the way, like season 7. You know what I'm saying?" And he loves Jon Snow. So,
Oh,
but
Jon Snow's the best.
I would never name my kids after Game of Thrones. That's just me. Like, I have, even though I'm not having kids, I have names that I love. That if I did,
Khaleesi.
it's not Khaleesi. I'm not going to share.
It's
it,
from
by
Game
the
of
way.
Thrones?
No, it's not.
You don't think it's silly to name a kid after a
I think it's awesome.
Dragon Mom? No,
the mother of dragons?
I mean, it's a
Breaker of
kick-ass
Chains.
name. The Breaker
I
of
think it's pretty
Chains.
cool, man.
I think it's pretty cool, man. I mean, aside from some ridiculousness, and I know, the line moves here and there. Like, man, this is a huge world. It's a huge planet with a lot of cool different options or whatever. You don't have to be stuck in this tiny little world that we live in right here. Like,
Yep.
go all out, man. Go all out.
Yeah.
I mean, your kid's going to suffer
Breaker of
a little
Chains.
bit here
Get
and there
the hell out of here.
sometimes, but also, like, just, teach your kids that this is a huge world, and some kid making fun of you in second grade for your name ultimately means nothing.
Yeah, your
Just-
nerd parents named you after a Game of Thrones character.
Whatever,
They wa-
Scott Rizzuto.
They were into
Yeah.
they watched HBO during the pandemic and decided to name me after.
this is my twin sons, Kirk and Spock. And
Hey, that's cool.
you imagine going to school and be like, I'm Spock Jones.
That'd be sweet.
That would be a
That
cool
name's
name.
actually really cool.
Well, anyway, back to
Yeah,
the pregnant
right.
woman.
Jones.
She's
Spock
crazy.
Jones.
It's not Amy's. Not even the first name. It's the middle name of the kid.
right.
So get over yourself.
Get over yourself.
Get over yourself. Okay, this one I think is interesting here. Family's wedding drama shared online has kicked off quite the conversation. A man described what happened at his own son's wedding, and now he's asked others on social media for their thoughts. He says, "My son, Alan, who's 26, had just recently got married to Helen," which is a name that nobody names their kids. Helen.
I bet you that one comes back.
I like that name, Helen.
That's an old
That's
classic.
an old school name. Helen. So Alan gets married to Helen. The dad says, "I love them both very much. It's relevant to mention that I really dislike parties and large gatherings.
Okay.
I'm not sociable at all, and I really just dislike them." So it was kind of a downer when I heard that Alan and Helen were going to have a wedding with around 150 people. This is the dad. He said once he learned the size of the wedding they were planning, the father said he told the son ahead of time, "I'm probably going to leave early."
This man is all of us on some level.
"Son, I'm probably going to dip out early."
It's the opposite of the Moondini. You don't tell him. You just
announce.
disappear.
You
No,
just
no one's
I
going to miss
think
you.
dad would be noticed, not there.
Perhaps.
Dad?
How could you not tell your son at his wedding you're leaving?
Right.
Oh, come on. There's no way you don't tell your kid.
Wait a minute.
Right, but you don't pre-tell him. You see what happens. Maybe something happens and you stick around. And if it doesn't, then while the dance is going on and you get a second, you go, "I'm so proud of you, man. Listen, I got to get out of here. I'm just not feeling like myself.
Okay,
I'm a little
so-
tired." And boom, and then the party's still going. So nobody's hurt.
Moonwalk
Once
out
he
of there.
learned the size of the wedding they were planning, the father said he told his son ahead of time he'd probably be leaving early, and that, hey, the rest of the family, we're going to take 2 cars so they could stay if they wanted to.
This guy's making sure everybody's accommodated.
Wow, he's planning this whole
And
thing.
I appreciate this a lot.
Dad said he looked like he didn't mind at the time. However, at the actual wedding, that's when things changed dramatically.
Because you announced it. Planning, that's great. But don't announce it.
So the son asked the dad, "Hey, are you going to at least stay for cake or for food?" But the dad says the food didn't look all that appetizing. So
Oh,
he goes, I'm
no.
just going to bounce.
I love this man.
You do got to pay a certain amount of minutes. Come
Of
on,
course
man.
you did. Your kid's wedding.
Before the food. How bad can it
And
be?
this is the son's dad, right?
Yeah, this is the groom's father.
Oh, so he's jumping out. He didn't have to pay for. Oh,
He
yeah.
probably scanned the buffet and he goes,
Your in-laws didn't hire the right people.
Probably
This
stop
is
at
awful.
Wendy's.
Chicken
On
parm
the way
again. No
out.
thanks. Yeah.
What a bummer.
Probably, yeah. There's a Culver's on the way home. Up stuff there.
Yeah,
What
what
is
a
this?
bummer.
Cupcakes again? No thanks.
So the man said, the son replied, all right, fine, whatever, just go. Father said he went back to the table to get his stuff. The situation further deteriorated. He says, I told my wife, and she said she didn't feel comfortable driving back alone. The venue was very far from us, and the roads were not great. I said, well, in that case, then come with me. After some hemming and hawing, she agreed, so we left. So the mom and the dad left. 2 days later, the son's new wife bombarded him and his wife with messages that she was disgusted with us, saying horrible things about us, insulting us as people and as parents. She said, the dad said it was really sickening. He says, I told her off.
How dare her be selfish? Only I get to be selfish.
And asked why she thought it was okay to talk to her new in-laws like that.
Well,
What is going on here?
Dude.
I think he needs to humble himself a little, just a smudge.
Well,
Yikes.
I appreciate this is just the most dramatic family ever because they're like picking like little things that they have to be all mad about. I love that the dad is like, because I relate to him so much where I'm like, I got to make sure everybody's accommodated before I do what I want. And then he does it, and then he doesn't want to deal with the consequences, which is his now daughter-in-law losing her mind.
The dad is a jerk. I mean, come on.
Yeah, dude.
I know
one
you
night.
declared that you're leaving early. You didn't even stay for the dinner. And then you strong-armed your wife into leaving.
yeah, that's crazy. That's before people are drunk, man. It's one thing when you're sneaking out because, you just don't want to endure the whole thing, but people are drunk, so they're not going to mind you. They're not even going to notice you're gone. But come on, man. Everybody's sober, hasn't even had their mustacholi yet.
The groom had no parents at his reception.
Gosh,
Basically.
that's awful.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is weird to leave before the food, but I mean, to be honest with you, like my wedding, I mean, it was all about my friends and people I hadn't seen in a while. Like my mom, I don't even know, she might have closed the party down with us. I don't even remember. Like I was so.
I remember. I said, I don't
See,
know.
and that's exactly what I'm saying. If you wanted to disappear, just put in a few minutes
Yeah.
and disappear. Nobody will remember.
Yeah.
But he had to make a big thing about it and an announcement and then
He's
dip out
neurotic.
early. And then,
Okay, so
come on.
if he dipped out before the food, when is the toast usually? Is that before food or after food?
I think it's before.
Usually when you first come in.
Oh,
it?
really? I thought it was after. I thought it was kind of like when things are just starting to, the ramp is beginning.
You're probably right. Yeah.
I think that's the old school way because I think now what they want to do is you announce the wedding party, they come in, and then you cut the cake immediately. Then they go down, you do the you have the speeches, and then
Cut the cake.
go get the food.
You cut the cake before dinner?
Yeah,
Oh, you cut the cake after dinner.
I did after.
I think they're switching up now.
We did
where it
after.
kind of flows. It's like an instant thing. Where,
So everything just goes bang,
yeah,
bang,
so
bang.
then it goes that, and then food, and then right into dancing.
Listen, I understand being an antisocial.
Yeah.
I get it.
yeah,
I'm there with you sometimes. But this man needs therapy for that level of being antisocial, and the fact that he doesn't even understand why he's being a jerk also
Yeah, man.
is a reason that he needs to go seek therapy. Am I the a-hole? Dad ducks out early from son's wedding and proceeds to get torched online. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Unanimous. Yes.
You are the a-hole here for for sure. I don't know. At my wedding, I remember both my parents. Like I remember
They were there the whole night?
they were there all night.
Dang. Not mine.
I remember my brother's wedding. My mom and I doing shots at a bar after.
Right on. Yeah, see, that's the difference. I mean, I'll party with my parents all night at somebody else's wedding, and then we leave together. I mean, seriously, I just had the blinders up. I was like so happy and just having the best night of my life that to be honest, I don't even remember who was on the dance floor till we closed it down. And
Yeah.
I wasn't. So it's kind of weird. I get it that maybe this family is really close and that's why they're losing their minds a little bit. But as the bride and groom too, like lighten up a bit. Is that
Yeah.
if that's the only thing you're focused on your wedding night, there's something wrong
So
with
the
you.
parents left before the mother-son dance.
Am I? Yeah. Wow, that's tough. At my daughter's wedding.
Okay, that's savage. Yeah.
At my daughter's,
I do like it.
At my daughter's wedding, I think I stayed into the end. I think we helped like clean it up or something like
There you
that.
go, yeah.
But and I had like small kids and a long drive and all that, and still like you just do it. And there were no speeches, no nothing. My daughter like insisted no speeches.
No speeches, huh?
No speeches. Just some fun, some dancing. Yeah, it was a good time. And I didn't know the majority of the people, but still, like I had a great time. You just kind of cruise.
I don't know, man.
My brother got
enjoy
me on
it.
that.
What?
He was like, they did a destination wedding. He was very like, my brother's just not. It was all for her. Like if he could have, he would have just got married in his living room, watching an episode of Seinfeld or something. And we went to Florida, and we had like the whole. And he's like, not doing a best man, not doing any of that.
Right.
So then we get to the wedding, and my sister-in-law's sister is standing up with her. And she's like, well, I want a maid of honor. Oh, no. So now everyone at the wedding is looking over at our side. And I'm the brother sitting there. And I'm like, dude, everyone probably thinks I'm a huge jerk.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you.
Because I'm not standing
up there with you. And it was your choice. And then we get to the reception, same thing. He goes, I go, you want me to say something, man? Like, I'd like to say a few words. I love you. You're my little brother. He's like, that's stupid.
But she had on her side people
She
say
got
stuff.
up and gave a speech. The sister-in-law gave a speech, and I'm sitting there like, if only you had a brother
Right.
whose literal profession was giving entertaining speeches.
Yeah.
He wasn't having it. Maybe that's why. Maybe he's like, nah, you're not.
He
You're
didn't-
not going to get up there and kill at my wedding, pal.
He didn't want to be showing up.
Yeah, maybe.
This is about me, brother.
I honestly just think he was just like, my brother's just like that.
Nah.
He's just like, that's silly.
fine.
So what's the line where you can dip out? It's after the dances, right?
Of course, especially if you're immediate family.
Yeah, like my father-daughter dance, that was a big deal to me. And I know it was a big deal to my daughter, and it was incredible. And I feel like they probably would have been fine if I had bolted after that. But, we didn't. But if
Now time for the father to dance with the bride, and now let's bring the mother and groom up. Where's mom?
Mom left.
Mom left with dad.
Mom said she's antisocial.
No,
and doesn't wanna
Dad's
hang with you.
antisocial.
Sorry, Dad's antisocial and doesn't want to hang out with you guys.
God. Yeah. Dad, you're the a-hole. And the fact you don't see that, you're an even bigger a-hole.
But let's say you're like, super antisocial. Do the dances, extra 10 minutes, gone, right? Is that an okay line? That's an okay line if there has to be a line.
Yeah.
I think once you're past that, because then it's just party. Because then it's just party.
I'm the wrong one to ask.
There's no
because
official
I'm
things
staying
after
to the
that.
end.
You got to do the dollar dance. You got to stay to the dollar dance. Do they do that anymore? I don't know what they
The
do.
past couple weddings I've been to, it's been my wife saying, it's time for you to leave.
Wow.
You
Getting
got
loose.
to go.
Yep.
Get off that dance floor.
Time, hey, get your coat.
Yes.
It's time to go.
That's enough.
Okay.
I hope that we get to be at a wedding together all as a collective sometime because I want to see this in action. I can't imagine you on the dance floor
No.
needing to be dragged home.
Ask my wife.
And he likes it.
It's a sight
That's
to
incredible.
behold. I'm a
What,
different person.
what happens? Like a song comes on
I
you
just-
love
I
and you
feel
just
the-
you
listen,
get to
I-
find your way out
He
there.
has a drink in a hand
I
and a
told you.
permagrin, and he's just.
I cry at weddings.
He's just.
I love dancing
That's
at weddings.
amazing.
The whole thing.
I'm sad we haven't been friends more. Is what I'm saying. Like
This is like, oh, I got a wedding invitation.
yes.
Hey, he does that.
yeah.
He does that at New Year's too. When we were doing the New Year's parties,
I'll
back
be out
in the
there
day,
in the middle
he
of the
was-
dance floor.
He was dance flooring it. Just again,
Love it.
A drink and a permagrin.
He gets an IV before a wedding. He cries
does?
so much.
He
Yeah.
kind of looks like he's
A lot of fluids lost.
He's like, I'm turning on the works. People are going to look over and be like, what a sensitive guy.
his face looks as if he's giggling while he's moving. He's like.
I got
that
to
was
see
me
it.
at my birthday party. You saw
I
kind
did
of that
see-
face.
I did see Permagrin. You were
saw
very
that
happy.
kind
Yeah.
of face. I was very happy. Hey, before we move on, how about a little think fast?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Get out the scoreboard.
Rafe,
Scott, you ready?
I'm ready.
So your buzzer is your name.
Yes.
I'm in.
And again, it's think fast. So you need to give your answer immediately. Immediately, or else I'm moving on.
Okay.
Okay, so let's play.
Okay.
Yay.
-1 for Scott.
Oh my God.
Okay, here we go.
Don't be excited, guys.
Oh, Todd's like, does this mean you want us all to invite you to weddings? No.
But you do want to crash one.
I will be crashing a wedding.
Will you cry at the one you crash, you think?
Possibly.
All right.
Full works.
We got a good one in the works because we have. I don't want to get into it. But
There's a lot of weddings coming up.
We had a lot of offers, but we've only had a couple offers from people where neither the bride nor groom will know.
And
that
they may
you're
be
coming.
showing up to your wedding to give
yeah.
a speech.
Can we
Those are
make
the ones
Rafe writes.
I'm interested in.
Can we remake the part of Wedding Crashers whenever Owen Wilson and what's his face?
Vince Vaughn?
Vince Vaughn are like, it's wedding season. And it's like
It is
you-
wedding season. Fall wedding season? Oh, yeah. I'm going to be at somebody's wedding.
I ask you this: will you wear a tuxedo?
Oh, please, yes.
I will dress up. I don't know if I'll wear a tux.
Gotta look good.
Crash.
I will.
Crashing a groom's wedding in a tux is funny.
I will dress up. Maybe I'll wear a tux. The tux that Moon always borrows from me.
Is
That is
from
so out of
2003, dude. Yeah, I mean, you look like.
Yeah, that's the one I want you in.
Yeah, that's the good one.
I want to look
Powder
good.
blue.
Yo, the pants are made by the Jenko company. I'm telling you, man. It ain't right.
Gotta be fitted. Don't be
Double-breasted.
sag ass.
The tux that I had, it was a time, and it was a certain time.
Yeah, yeah, it made sense
What
for
does that
them.
mean? Is a zoot suit?
No,
it was a style.
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Zoot suit riot.
All right, here we go. Think fast.
All right.
Something in your garage that starts with an L.
Moon,
Moon.
lawnmower.
Yes. Excellent answer.
Thank you.
I was not ready.
Something you shouldn't buy on Facebook Marketplace that starts with a J.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Jam.
What are you?
Moon.
Uh-oh, hang on. Hold
You
on.
would buy jam off Facebook Marketplace?
I'll give him jam.
Sounds pretty good to me. Facebook Jam.
Okay, I'll buy you some. I'll be here. I'll bring it
Something
in.
you might do for some self-care that starts with a P.
Learn.
Learn.
Pedicure.
Yes. Something you could find in a purse that starts with a W.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Wallet.
Yes. A city in South America that starts with an R.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Rio de Janeiro.
Yes.
Wow.
Dang.
Genius.
Score.
Rafe in the lead with 3. King in the loss with -1.
Okay.
keep it
The
going.
negative. Something you might see in an older movie that starts with a J.
Learn.
Learn. No.
Rafe.
-1 for learn. Rafe.
Jacket.
Scott,
Scott.
jail.
In an older movie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a wonderful
jail?
life. He goes to jail. No, he doesn't.
I'll give both
-1
Rafe
for
and
Rafe.
Scott points because he said I was looking for something like jukebox.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, I should-
All right.
Somewhere you don't want to get stuck in that starts with a P.
Scott,
Scott.
pool.
No. Learn.
You don't want to get stuck in the pool?
Learn.
Prison.
Yes.
Get stuck in a prison. I crawled into a prison and I got stuck.
Okay.
Something that might scare you that starts with an S.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Spiders.
Yes.
Dang.
A breakfast item that starts with a B.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Biscuits.
Yes. Something that tastes better when it's cold that starts with a W.
Rafe.
Scott.
Rafe.
Watermelon.
An artist whose name starts with an E.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Easy E.
Damn.
Killing it.
It's a good one.
Score update. 8 points for Rafe.
Nice.
An exploder is coming in handy this morning.
All of and Moon has 1, and the rest of us has
All
0.
right.
A healthy dinner option that starts with an S.
Scott,
Scott.
spinach.
Yes.
What'd you have for dinner? Spinach.
Something embarrassing you might do at the gym that starts with an F.
Moon.
Learn.
Moon.
Farting.
Yes.
I'm not
That's
embarrassed by
a
that.
home run.
Something you'd order at a restaurant that starts with a C.
Learn.
Learn.
Cottage cheese.
Nobody's getting that.
Scott, Scott, chowder.
Yes.
Chowder.
A bad habit that starts with an N.
Moon.
Moon.
Nail biting.
Yes.
Yep.
A Halloween costume that starts with an M.
Moon.
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 Brave.
Scott,
Learn. Madonna.
We've seen it before.
Something you'd find in our office that starts with a P.
Learn.
Learn.
Pull up bar.
Brave.
What?
Poster.
Yes. I'm sorry. He just edged you out. I would have given you 20 points if you said panties because we do have those.
We do have panties
That's
in our
when I
office.
popped in after poster.
Do we have a poster in there? What do we have?
She has a Stevie Nicks poster.
I do.
Oh, that's
It's
right. I was gonna
autographed.
say we took everything off the walls, and I don't know. Do we have anything else on the walls right now?
A big
Lern's
old
bench
my-
Lern's
advertisement.
bench advertisement.
Oh yeah, that's right.
My,
That's right. That's right.
And a
Speedo.
hedonism blanket that Iggy gave me.
I think my first pitch into Speedo is up on the wall, too.
It is.
Something you'd find in King Scott's house that starts with a B.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Bible.
Yes.
nice.
The only
How did you not buzz in for that?
I was waiting to hear what you guys would say. I was excited. I was going to go with boots.
2 more. Reason to go to the doctor that starts with an H.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Hemorrhoids.
Yeah, sore herpes. And finally, Last one. This is worth 15 points.
Wow.
Just so happened.
Can we get a score update?
Okay, right now, Rafe has 11, King has 2, Moon has 4, I have 0.
For the win. A fall activity, it starts with a B.
Scott.
Lern.
Scott? No!
Lern.
Moon.
You both said it at the same time, so
Scott.
Hang on, if we both answer at the same time and we get this right,
if you match,
split it.
we both get
if you
15,
match,
and then you could
if you
possibly
match,
win.
You get it.
Count us down. Do the drum roll thing.
If you match, I've lost control of the game, guys.
If you match, you get it. If you don't,
Yes.
negative 15.
This is it.
Okay, here we go.
A fall activity that starts with a B. 3, 2, 1.
Bonfire.
Congratulations.
Hey, what a comeback. What a comeback.
What was that note you just slid across?
That's so exciting, guys.
That was well done.
that's,
I'm sorry I kicked you in my excitement.
I know, it's okay.
My
I
That's
didn't
birthday.
feel it.
Greg. All right, it's brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor Team Riz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Riz. From St. Peter's, Alexander Watson is
Watson.
Mr. Randy.
Watson.
Damn, dude. Sexual chocolate.
Alexander has been a fan of the Riz Show since the very beginning, loves to start his mornings with the show, misses Jeff greatly, and appreciated how the show has honored his memory and legacy. Loves 3 and 5 and routinely plays it with friends on the weekends. Oh, the
That's
at-home
cool.
version. Alexander Watson from St. Peter's is our Team Riz member of the day. Gets a super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with some news, including pumpkin spice butt wipes. Oh, yeah. They're here.
Finally.
It's pumpkin spice season, guys.
Hey, are you trying to get a girl in a beige Stetson hat to eat your ass? Well, we have a product for you.
Cannot say that.
Help me out. Pumpkin spice butt wipes.
Oh, no. Can't say that, Rafe.
My bad.
All right.
It's okay.
I thought after 7 I could say it.
No. But hey, you heard it probably on the webcams, though. Secret show there. 7:09. What is it, Tuesday? All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. Got news here in a moment. Crowd on celebrities coming up. We have a guest coming in about 40 minutes.
Yep.
Comedian Chelsea Lynn's going to be here,
Yeah.
So excited to meet her.
a.k.a. Trailer Trash Tammy,
That's right.
who she's a YouTuber. She's a stand-up. She has an incredible following. And when I mentioned she was going to be on the show to my kids, they knew who she was.
Oh, yeah.
My kids did.
Yeah. Well,
I am fascinated because she does all these mukbanging videos.
Oh, yeah?
Mukbanging.
mukbang. Let me tell you what it is.
Did one last night
It's
with her.
when you
Did you
eat-
really?
I did. We did a topless mukbang for a Patreon, me and Tina.
Oh.
We had Ted Drews.
Oh, man. All right. Learn, tell everybody if they don't know what mukbanging is
Mukbanging is the art of just eating a ton of food
on camera.
on camera, and people get going from it
And that's where my kids know her from.
Yep.
because they're buying Rafe's Patreon for the mukbanging.
Well, they've seen Chelsea do these videos with other famous mukbangers.
Are you just how now? I have never watched a mukbang before. So do you have to eat kind of sloppy, or do you eat kind of pristine?
It doesn't
or
even matter.
just eating.
It sounds disgusting. It's a misnomer because I think it comes from like a Korean word.
Yeah.
It's just trying a new food and giving like a review while you're like having a conversation.
Oh, so it's not overeating?
we answered questions from our Patreon like while we were eating Ted Drews, and she said she gave Ted Drews. She's like, I don't know if I can ever eat ice cream
I've
again. It's
mukbanged
so
them.
good.
It's not necessarily like sloppy eating.
Yeah, you're not like
Well, so it's not overeating.
But it's also eating. But it could be.
Yeah, sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's eating spicy foods
I've tried
and seeing reactions.
foreign candies with other women that I've worked with.
You've
Then
done
you-
a mukbang video.
I've mukbanged with
Wow.
women I work with.
Yeah, you have mukbang
Whoa,
with
whoa,
other
HR.
women here at the office.
On the phone.
Let it be known. Melissa Johnson, I have mukbanged with women that have been in this building.
Yes, you have. On camera.
On camera.
On camera, too. So, yeah, we'll talk to Chelsea in a little bit. We'll also play just the two of us with her. Give away some fabulous prizes. You know, I'm supposed to do this in about 5 minutes, but I'm just going to do it now.
Oh,
I'm just going to do it now.
you're doing it.
I'm doing it. And we were talking yesterday about our Halloween plans.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are we doing for Halloween? I'm going to tell you what we're going to do for Halloween right now.
Okay.
Join us as we host Ballpark Village's Mad Tea Party Halloween Bash Saturday night, October 28th. Put that on the calendar.
Done.
Ballpark Village's Mad Tea Party Halloween Bash Saturday night, October 28th, featuring a live performance from Moon and the Teenage Dirtbags. Hey, are we going to jump up on stage?
Oh yeah, please. I want.
I would love to play a song or two.
Oh, everybody's ripping some. Rafe's doing a drum solo.
Are you really?
Nice.
Singing.
Guess so.
Let's do it.
That's awesome.
Play whatever you want. Grab an instrument and just start playing.
Like it's a thing at these kind of parties. We'll jump up with the band. Maybe I'll shred a little bit. Maybe Lern will sing a little bit.
Absolutely, if you want me to.
What do you want to do,
Absolutely.
Rafe?
I don't know. All of it.
What do you mean all of it?
I'll play every instrument.
What?
Riz has the finger tapping solos.
Yeah. I've already
He has those online.
Don't mow my lawn.
As long as there's something that requires finger snapping, I'd like to be this in that.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Billy Joel had a heller finger snap.
Forget Billy Joel. This is a 90s. This is a 90s alternative band. We also do.
He's in his 90s.
Listen to me. This is a 90s alternative band because we have the country set.
Now that's
and
probably where I'm going.
And I'm thinking we're doing fancy.
Yeah, we might get.
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Get the
fancy.
spoons out.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
thinking we're playing fancy and you're singing.
I like that.
Oh, dude,
love
that'd be
that.
great.
This is the best alternative band you'll ever hear.
Can we all put in a request of what we want to sing with you, or do you?
Surely,
Okay.
if it makes sense and it's within the parameters of January 1st, 1990, and December 31st, 1991. Although we fudged.
What if
that a little
what if there was a re-release?
bit.
What if a song was re-released? It's a case by case.
It's all
Could
good.
blow the dust off my old piccolo.
All right, so live performance from Moon and the Teenage Dirtbags, costume contest, your chance to win up to $10,000 in cash and prizes, and all-inclusive drink packages, and man, it's a cool party. So go from bar to bar at Ballpark Village and experience 7 different parties, all in one with access to Bally Sports Live. So Bally Sports Live, Shark Bar, Crown Room, PBR, Budweiser Brew House, Sports and Social, Cardinal Nation. Like all those different places will have different themes going on. So the pre-sale is going to be open, I believe, in about 5 minutes. Use the code RIZZ, R-I-Z-Z, that runs through this Friday at 11:55 a.m. or while supplies last. The pre-sale is your chance to get the absolute cheapest ticket, $25 all-inclusive. That's all-inclusive drinks, or $10 GA. So tickets to the general public after the pre-sale, $30 all-inclusive for $15 GA starting noon this Friday. So take advantage of that Riz Show pre-sale offer and save some money when you can. The Mad Tea Party Halloween Bash at Ballpark Village brought to you in part by Johnny Brock's Dungeon Party Warehouse and the Cobb Factory Haunted House. Get all the details. Get your pre-sale tickets at 1057thepoint.com.
So thinking of the party, I mean, last year was awesome. It was incredibly packed. We had the retro nerds play,
Yeah, they were
and
great.
They were fun.
and it was great. It was 80s stuff. So you think the country will go well? The alternative?
Heck yeah. We're in Missouri.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's Ballpark Village. It went great at Baldwin Days, fantastic at Eureka Days. It's gone fantastically everywhere, and
I don't know. That's a good question.
we're doing a little bit of it at Oxfest out in Washington. I'm
a good
sure
question.
it's going to go great
Isn't
there.
PBR at Ballpark?
Yeah, but
You're
that's
damn right.
that's a one bar in Ballpark Village of many different places. I don't know.
We'll make it
see.
the right set. And Fancy, by the way, was done in 90, 91, even though
But-
it's an old Bobby Gentry song.
But we got to figure out our costumes. It's an Alice in Wonderland theme thing, so
Do we have? No, we have to do things.
you don't have to do anything.
I think we should either go all in on one idea, or we all go completely different directions.
I have an idea.
Like we all should be different versions of Alice. which would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious.
All of you guys in white tights and little Mary Janes. I mean, I'm into it.
I'm fine with that. I would love that.
Or we could all be
I'm gonna have to get a
characters
wig.
from, like I could see some of like Rafe. You could be like the caterpillar.
I could be the Tin Man, right?
No,
Okay.
If I can figure out how to get all
You'd
the
be the-
guys to play
She
in-
had to
as a
pick like
card,
the thing that looked like a busted can of biscuits to make me.
excuse me.
You could be the-
he's
you
the
know.
coolest.
The ugly thing before it becomes a butterfly.
Why does it go there?
That's you.
No,
I'm just kidding.
caterpillar's the coolest, man.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm thinking.
Well, maybe
King
you
Scott
should go as the caterpillar then, and I'll go as Alice.
I will. I'll
King
be like
Scott is
Heidi
one of the
Klum as
doors.
the worm last year. Can you imagine?
It was really funny.
Isn't there a talking door in Alice in Wonderland?
No, but there's a Cheshire cat,
Dormouse.
and I think you should be a Cheshire cat.
We'll see.
I want to be a playing card.
Yeah.
I want all of us to
Frizz
be playing
isn't a
cards.
queen.
cool.
I'll be
I want
pissed.
to be
That's a
the
cool
credits.
Somebody said I should be the queen.
You definitely, I mean,
You got to be the white rabbit.
100% should be the queen.
Oh, heck yeah.
You kind of are
The
the
red queen.
Oh, the queen. Okay.
Because she's off with everybody's head.
Okay. Okay. We'll see. Gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna show up in street clothes.
You better not. We'll burn you at the stake.
Now let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by.
Martin Jetco, heating and air conditioning more reliable than your news source.
Have you heard about this Idalia? Hurricane Idalia? Mm-hmm. Building strength as a tropical storm as it's going to cross through the Gulf of Mexico, going to pick up strength. And yesterday, the National Hurricane Center predicted Idalia will grow into a Category 3 hurricane that will threaten Florida's west coast. They're saying Tampa, direct hit.
Oh, man.
So the storm is expected to hit Florida starting tomorrow morning. The impact area could be from north of Tampa up to Tallahassee. The National Weather Service says Idalia could bring a life-threatening storm surge, hurricane-force winds, and scattered flash and urban flooding. So after Idalia makes landfall, heavy rain expected in the Florida Panhandle, southeast Georgia, and the eastern Carolinas through Thursday. Hurricane season, guys.
Yep.
Here we are. So the pumpkin spice latte hit Starbucks last week, but this is even more exciting. Now a totally different orifice can enjoy all those fall flavors. Ladies and gentlemen, pumpkin spice butt wipes are now a thing that exist.
This is
They
the end.
smell good.
This is the end.
Or is it the beginning?
Oh.
Pumpkin spice butt wipes are now a thing that exist. And thanks to the company Dude Wipes. They're calling them what? What do you think they're calling them?
But
Pump.
No,
So-
no.
Pumpkin ass
no,
spice
no,
wipes.
No, what?
Pumpkins.
Dumpkin spice.
Dumpkins. That's it.
Good.
Yeah.
Blumpkin Spice was my second guess.
Dumpkin spice. Dumpkin spice wipes are now available. They're Dude Wipes, according to the description. They're designed to, quote, keep your butt cozy with a pumpkin spice-inspired mix of clove, nutmeg, and other fall scents.
Now, shall we review? Where is everybody with this? Because I really do love the pumpkin spice. I do.
I'm not a fan, I'll be honest
Not
with
a
you.
huge fan of the fake stuff, but like when it's the real stuff, I love
Like
it.
if you're actually using like real clove and nutmeg and cinnamon,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
okay with it. I don't
Yeah.
like the artificial, overly sweet,
Yeah, not
Same.
a
like
giant
the
fan of that
candles,
either.
like the pumpkin spice candles.
Candles, and back when I was when I drank beer years ago, there was so many different pumpkin beers, and some of them were just like candy fake pumpkin, and then some of them were real deal, and the real
The
deal.
O'Fallon Brewery had a good pumpkin beer. That's the only one that I actually liked.
because it tasted like pumpkin pie,
Right, because it tastes like real,
yeah.
real ingredients.
not crazy sweet.
Yeah. And the pumpkin spice candles can be done really well or they can be done really wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, we've like anything good, we've bastardized it and made it awful here and there. But for the most part, I'm a subscriber. I like the pumpkin spice. I'm not a hater here.
But what about to wipe your tush with?
See, this is why I think it's the end because we started with the mouth. And when things go from the mouth
To the butt. We're at the end.
we're at the end. We've digested
We're at the
it
end.
fully.
So they posted, the Dude Wipes people posted a picture of a pumpkin with the date 9/5/23 carved into it. So I'm guessing that's when they officially drop. But you could already buy them on Amazon.
I just don't think this is a good idea because aren't we? We're trying to avoid putting things on our skin that have the extra scents in it. Remember,
Right.
we're looking for, For what is it like?
Non-scented.
No dyes, non-scented. Like I mean, this can't be
Right.
good. This is a sensitive spot. We're taught that like this is
I
a
think this is a
special area
novelty,
here.
a novelty item.
I
Yeah,
think there's
gag
people
gift.
that will use this after they go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Well,
you mean like this is a funny thing to have on the tank of the toilet for
I
your
think they
guests?
actually will work, but it's also meant to be a joke.
Do they do other seasons? I'm looking it up right now.
Dude Wipes is a good company.
It is a great company, but do they do like a mistletoe?
Oh, it's great company. It's just they're just wet wipes in black bags. They're just marketed to men.
As a woman who's
Hey, it's a good
heterosexual,
company.
it's a good company.
They have other products too.
What is?
Well, yeah, I
Dude
know. I'm
wipes.
just saying,
Dude
like,
wipes.
let's not
Keeping
let's
butts
not
clean.
pretend that we're not fools here.
Oh no, I'm fooled by the marketing.
No, you're not. We all know what this is.
Know what it is.
You guys use a bidet, but do you actually use like wipes?
Not if the bidet is
Not if the
there.
bidet is active.
Okay.
I mean,
Thank you
listen,
for answering.
On tour, this is a tour shower. That's a shower in a bag,
Right.
there.
Absolutely, it is.
That's called the tour shower.
So this is
You-
actually
you
something-
Take the wipes and you.
Military guys have been hip to dude wipes way ahead.
Sure.
Kept them in my rucksack. You don't ever want to be out in the woods.
Mud butt.
Hell no. You're already like sand shower for a few days. Use them to freshen up and keep it clean. Dude's been playing that game for now. The flushables are that changed the game at home.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. Before before it was marketing towards men, real men did not have any issues carrying baby wipes and going, yeah, they're called baby wipes, but we,
Right.
Yeah, but we-
Yeah.
And women have feminine wipes, and we've had those for like ever.
How is that different than baby wipes?
Well, they're pH balanced because like women can get urinary tract infections and whatnot.
Ooh.
So like for instance, ladies like probably won't want to use the pumpkin spice dude wipes because
On there.
on their hoo-hoo because they might the scents or just the
You
fragrances
don't wanna
might get
throw-
all up in
You
there.
want to throw off the balance.
Yeah, and you're going to be like drawn to the Starbucks drive-through all of a sudden.
All of a
Like,
sudden,
Why
am I here?
So this is actually something Dude Wipes joked about doing a couple years ago. They posted a fake photo of a pumpkin spice butt wipe back in 2019. I guess corporate decided, hey, the world is finally ready for this. So that's a thing. Also, more exciting toilet news. There, ladies and gentlemen, has been a scientific breakthrough.
Yes.
Researchers have discovered a way to fix toilet bowls so that no waste sticks to the bowl. And y'all know what I'm talking about.
Go on.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
What?
This is
The
going to
problem
ruin truck
isn't-
stops.
The problem isn't just that people don't want to see skid marks in the toilet. There's also the issue that most most flush toilets use a lot of water, and even more water if multiple flushes are required.
How am I supposed to know the strength of my pee stream
Right.
if I don't have an occasional skid mark to try to pee off the side of the bowl?
Great question, Rafe.
Have they thought about this?
That's a great question, Rafe.
Yep.
Because don't act like you guys haven't done it.
Oh,
the
yeah, of
best.
course.
Target practice.
Little graffiti cleaning.
I'll take care of that. I got this. I got the stream to take care of that.
So the scientists used 3D printing technology to develop what they're calling an abrasion-resistant, super slippery flush toilet. They wanted a material that would stay slippery, and not just a coating that'll break down over time. So they tested it by using sandpaper on it 1,000 times. I'm assuming it also remains slippery even with hard water scale. The test also got a little gross because they needed to simulate waste. They used various complex liquids such as milk, yogurt, and highly sticky honey. And they also developed a, quote, dyed, sticky synthetic feces to use. And apparently it performed very well.
Good for the sticky feces.
Unfortunately, it's too soon to say when these new abrasion-resistant, super slippery flush toilets will be available for purchase, or even better, when they'll start popping up in public restrooms. So, guys, we're there.
Nice.
We're there. If you hate paper straws with a passion, here's some more ammunition. And you guys know the paper straws.
I don't mind them.
Oh,
Took a little getting used to. I don't mind them.
they immediately turn to mush.
Okay. Well, there's some different ones. What's the place that like uses them now? Is this no? Starbucks went to just the lids with no straws, right?
Frida's in
I've
Clayton
gone-
I've never been there.
I'm not a straw guy normally, but sometimes you need a straw.
I went somewhere recently, and they've like improved, dude. Like the tech on those things is great.
Most of them still break down as soon as the liquid touches them.
Yeah, I like to help Mother Earth as much as I can. They are annoying, but I try to use them as much as I can, or not ask for a straw.
Well, Lern, a new study found they might not be that eco-friendly after all.
Oh
Go
no!
on.
What?
Researchers in Europe tested straws from 39 different brands, and 90% of the paper straws had forever chemicals linked to health issues like cancer.
See, that's a problem.
Get out of here.
That's a
Awesome.
problem.
They tested 20 different types of paper straws, and 18 of them contained low levels of forever chemicals that don't break down in nature.
But they don't have microplastics, and that is a big deal. So yes, the chemicals are getting into everything, but we're not dealing with plastic in our system.
So yeah, is this bad? Is this bad for the body, or is this bad for the earth?
Both.
Because it's forever.
And it's not.
chemicals.
Listen, it's not just a paper straw problem though. They also tested plastic straws, and 75% of those had forever chemicals. So did 80% of bamboo straws
Dang
and
it.
40% of glass straws.
Dude, it's in everything.
In other words, forever chemicals are everywhere now. So even
How
things
long would
made
they be around?
forever, forever, ever.
Great question.
So even things made of paper aren't exactly "quote unquote" good for the environment. Plastic straws are still bad for other reasons, though, and a much bigger threat to plants and animals. The study did find one type of straw that doesn't have forever chemicals.
Is it the steel?
No, it's the straw with all the little loops and stuff in it.
Yep, that's it.
The fun
yeah, the
straw.
fun
The never
straws.
clean straw.
Oh, those things never
Yeah,
get clean.
the
yeah.
mold straw.
None of the reusable stainless steel straws.
Very good. Got
Which-
tons of them at home.
Tested positive.
Dude, you know what though?
What?
Those scare me to death. And
I will tell. Go
Is you
ahead.
gonna break a tooth?
No,
Nope.
man, it took one story.
That's
one
and
story.
Go ahead, Moon, because I know the
Somebody got shanked with a straw?
I know the
Yes.
story. Go ahead, tell the story.
I'm pretty sure it was like a gal with, and when my wife has these things, and it scares me to death that she has these.
My wife's got them too.
Yep, but gal had her coffee, whatever, and
Yeah.
had a steel straw and fell down the steps right through the
her head.
face.
Yeah,
Whoa.
man. Well, I mean, that's the risk
Through
to
her
take.
head.
Right through the
Through her head.
face.
I'm still going to use them, man.
Some Final Destination stuff. That's like a 1989 Arnold movie or
Right.
something, you know.
That's wild.
Golly.
Yep.
And now I'm freaked out. Every time I take one of them out of the dishwasher.
Stop
I'm just
walking
like,
around
oh,
with it.
no, yeah. Just sit still. Don't move.
There's a reason why pepper spray isn't allowed on planes. An American Airlines flight from Miami to New York made an emergency landing last Sunday after a passenger gassed the cabin.
Oh, no.
You
with
gotta
pepper
be
spray.
kidding me. How'd they get it past
That's
security?
That's one
Security's
of the questions.
checking my guitar pedals, but you're not checking bottles of bear spray?
It's unclear what happened, but some reports online say a woman mistook the pepper spray for hand lotion or sanitizer. Once the pepper spray got out, a lot of passengers started coughing, complaining that their eyes were irritated, even couldn't see. Now, I've never been pepper sprayed before. Has anybody here?
Oh yeah,
I've been close to it, never
think
been
so.
sprayed.
they gas you at basic training.
Well, I know
it's their favorite thing to do.
That's that ZX gas?
CS gas.
CS.
which is very. It's to show you that your
Isn't that a
gas
gas
mask
station?
works.
Isn't that a gas station?
Oh, maybe, but wasn't it
CS
just,
gas. ZX gas is a gas station.
Gas station.
yes.
Okay. I was in the ballpark.
You were.
I was in the neighborhood.
Dude, it was like, and you know what sucks? Is like when I was in the military, there's a guy we all hated, Private Baldwin. Hated this guy. And one out of every, it's a crazy number, are immune to
whoa, really?
yeah, it doesn't affect people.
Wow.
It doesn't affect everyone.
Anybody there? It was that guy?
It was that guy. We had to stand in a line and they make you take your gas mask. They show you that your gas mask works because they set this bomb off in closed quarters in a room like this size.
Yeah.
And it is thick smoke. And the drill sergeant comes and he tells you, take off your mask and tell me your name, rank, and serial number. So you got to take your mask off and you got to be like, Private Rafe Williams, E1, serial number. And then they wait. Everybody tries to hold their breath like an idiot. I did.
Yeah.
And then you just, your eyes
Naturally.
and you just look, and the drill sergeant's just looking at you, and then you're like, and as soon as you do, man, it's like
over.
you can't. Stuff is coming out every hole you got. You can't see nothing. Your snot, it's disgusting. And then there's drill sergeants outside, so when you come out, you can't see anything. You're like flapping your arms trying to get it off you because it's burning your skin, and you're like, ugh, and they're laughing. They'll walk you into the trees. They'll be like, go left, private. Go left. And boom, you hit a tree. You're falling down. You're all falling over each other. They're laughing their asses off.
Makes me want to sign up.
Yeah,
This kid took his mask off, and he came walking out of the... We're all like, can't wait. We hate this guy. We just want to see him in pain. And he comes out, and he's like, it doesn't affect me.
Oh, of
Guys,
course.
it doesn't affect me. And I was like, oh, man, we want to beat the crap out of this guy.
Now, I remember somebody sprayed pepper spray in school. Like during wasn't an assembly, but it was after lunch. It was like a break, and everybody was in the lobby of the school, and somebody sprayed it. And man, that gets in your eyes.
I think there's only one thing worse, and that's close quarters with a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
That sucks the oxygen out, and it makes you just think you're dying.
Wow.
Well, the flight crew was so confused, they asked anyone who knew what was happening to come forward. A woman admitted to using the pepper spray, but claimed it was an accident. The flight was diverted to Jacksonville, and after it landed, the paramedics were brought in to deal with passengers who were affected by the spray. Sounds like everybody's been here right. The woman and her family were escorted off the plane.
So
Some people on board claimed the spray was not an accident.
Yeah, I was going to say, so, I mean, they had to sneak it on there, right? I mean,
Well,
it had to have been, like, they had to have transferred it in some way.
no one knows how she got the pepper spray on the plane in the first place. You can have it in a checked bag as long as it meets TSA requirements, but it's not allowed in carry-ons or in the cabin in any way. And this is why the FAA is investigating. But some people on board say that her spraying it was not an accident, that the woman was having some kind of fight with another family member across the aisle and sprayed him on purpose. And that hasn't been proven, but that's wild. Peloton. Who's got a Peloton at home? Anybody?
No.
Nope.
Thought about it whenever pandemic started.
Yeah, I got a family friend who's like really into it. Like her and her husband are like really into. They have their favorite teachers.
Sure. Yeah.
They got a little place for the bike in their basement. It's like a dedicated spot for their Peloton bike.
We have something similar. We have a mixed bike with Beachbody, and it's freaking awesome.
Well, it's not a fun ride for Peloton right now because the company stock plummeted by 20% last week after a quarterly report.
Whoa. Well, they crushed it so well in 2020 that it was bound to.
Well, one of the reasons for the drop was that 20,000 people paused their Peloton subscriptions while they waited on a new bike seat after a recall.
Oh, man, that
But
sucks.
back in May, Peloton told customers to stop using their PL01 bike because the seat could break, causing a safety hazard.
Yeah, I'd say that's
straw scenario.
And the company was overwhelmed with 750,000 recall requests. So,
Oh, no.
yikes.
Bummer for them.
And finally, they say lightning never strikes the same place twice, but try to tell that to this guy who got struck himself twice within 5 minutes.
Oh, no.
Or so the internet says. There's an unconfirmed report that apparently started on Chinese social media claiming that a guy in China was hit by lightning twice last month. According to the story, he was outside his house during a thunderstorm when he was hit. He saw white light before losing consciousness and falling to the ground. And then, before he realized what happened, he was hit again. His family called for an ambulance, rushed to the hospital, treated for third-degree burns on his feet, waist, and tushy. Miraculously, he'll be all right. There are some photos of the guy online, but no major sources have confirmed it. The complicated thing is this happened in China. If this would have happened in the U.S., the guy would have been on The View by now. But yeah, I should also mention there was a story about something similar making the rounds years ago, and that turned out to be a hoax, but believe what you want. All right, that is your news.
The Rizzuto Show, traffic and weather.
All right, let's take a break.
By CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
Okay, so AI has picked the characters for a Nirvana biopic. We check in on Elton John, and we play a little game coming up called Guess the Movie.
Okay.
All
Guess
right.
the movie.
That sounds fun.
Crazy. It's going to get nuts.
Goonies.
Jurassic Park.
We got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And Chelsea Lynn should be here soon. All that more next. Stay there. About to be a full studio. So Chelsea Lynn is in the building. She'll be here shortly. We have a job shadow coming in.
Fun. For them.
For them. There's our job shadow, Colin.
Hey,
Colin.
Colin Robinson.
Hey, sit over there.
How you doing?
Okay.
I'm doing well. We're on the
fine.
air, so
How are you?
don't say anything.
Yeah,
offensive.
stop cursing.
And ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea Lynn in the house.
And Tina.
Hi, ladies.
Oh, and Tina in the corner.
And she's gone.
And she's gone.
Bye, Tina.
I love you, Tina.
Where's she going?
Going to the office. Says she got work to do.
Bye, Tina.
She's
Bye,
got
Tina.
work to do.
Says she got work to do. She's not allowed within 50 feet of an intern.
Hi, Chelsea.
Hello, how are you?
So good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank y'all for having me.
Oh,
Let me
my
get these
God.
on. We've already started.
We've already. we're started.
Okay.
She's having
There
a
we
problem
go.
with the headphones. Help her out.
There we go.
God.
Are they
Got it.
loud enough? Is that
Oh, yeah, this sounds great.
Do they have headphones in Oklahoma? I don't know.
We do. We have a couple.
Hey, guys, this
We
is
share
Colin.
'em.
He's our job shadow.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
I just met him right now.
Heck yeah. Seems like a cool dude.
Hey, man.
Pull out the microphone. Give him a microphone.
Get on
There
the
you
air
go.
with
Get on,
us.
let's get on the air.
Nice.
Colin.
Colin, this is you. I don't have headphones for you.
No, you're good.
That's fine. He's a job shadow.
Yeah.
He's got
not
Clark.
important.
Shadowing.
He's
Hey,
got
Colin,
Clark
I got a
Kent.
question for you. Can I?
You can't hear King Scott.
Yeah, he's got Clark Kent vibes to him.
Yeah, but no, don't. He's got cool hair.
No, don't do that. He's got cool hair.
No, he's going around to all the different departments today, learning all
heck
about
yeah.
radio.
Nice.
So what do you want to do?
Sales.
Your dad's in sales.
Yeah,
like
he's
his-
been here. He was at MS for, I mean, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, we've known Colin's dad many years.
Who's your dad?
Craig Lombardi.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
Chelsea knows Craig, right? No,
I know. Cool dude.
He's all right.
Apple tree, you know.
He's all right. He's all right.
Cool dude.
You don't look anything like your dad.
I know I have hair.
Yeah.
But
damn.
kidding.
Sick dad.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
good
so-
on air.
There went your Nepo advantage.
Colin's going around learning how everything works around here. It's not that exciting.
I think it is.
Oh,
'Cause
look at that.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's a great
Look at
environment.
that. It's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to have Chelsea here.
I'm excited to be here. Thank y'all.
Man, the YouTube stuff,
The YouTubes, man.
the YouTubes. So Chelsea started out on Vine.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We all remember Vine?
I was about to say,
Colin, you
remember
remember
that?
Vine?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had to be like what 10.
How old
So-
are? Oh, we can't.
Yeah,
ask that
it was like 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was
Oh,
a
yeah.
minute. It
Vine
a
was
minute.
great.
So Vine was TikTok before.
Right.
What happened?
It was the Wild West. Like
Yeah, but what happened though? So Vine was TikTok before TikTok was TikTok.
there was
Yeah.
no rules on Vine, right? Like
Oh.
nudity,
Yep.
pornography. Like
Yep.
you would just be scrolling on Vine, and all of a sudden there's a D. So
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, really?
It was wild.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. Are you thinking chat roulette?
Oh no, I'm not.
It's Vine.
I'm thinking Vine.
There was
My
dong on
algorithm
Vine?
was dong. Yeah, it
Yep.
was.
Your algorithm.
And I was like, I gotta get off this app. I can't do.
And I was on it 24/7.
5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. I'm getting off this app.
So
Yeah, Vine, there was Vine, and then there was Periscope. Remember, and Twitter bought
Periscope.
Periscope, and then they all just
well,
kind
who bought? Did Twitter buy Vine?
Well, I think Twitter originally bought Periscope, and then may have bought Vine. Something happened because that was where that one dude broke, where he was making all the badass videos where he was like
Yes.
jumping through cars and like turning into marbles and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? He's on all the commercials now.
Yeah.
I think he broke on Vine. That's like it broke so many creatives into the world that then fed the birth of TikTok.
Well, and then
all those
somebody
other
bought them and then shut them down almost
Twitter.
immediately.
And I'm
Right.
reading here just in a news headline, Vine shut down because it failed to support its content creators due to high levels of competition, lack of monetization, and
Yep.
advertising options.
Yeah, I had heard all of like the big Viners, like the top dogs, like stopped because they just weren't getting paid. So they literally stopped, and then the platform just.
Went away.
But you built this huge following with your Trash Tammy character.
Yep. Which is wild. You know, I never, because back, 10 years ago, people weren't doing that for a living, you know, like,
Yeah.
well, not like they are now. So I just started to do dumb videos, and it took off, and here I am, dude.
Yeah.
Morning radio, baby.
Just started doing dumb videos.
Yeah.
So and it was the Trash Tammy stuff that broke you.
Yeah.
And this was a character you've been doing. Is it based off anybody?
No, but have you ever watched the movie Monster with Charlie Stan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Okay,
Yes.
if you go back and watch that, I took like her hair slicked back, it's all greasy.
Yeah.
Kind of the mannerisms, like, so I took like kind of her mannerisms, but in terms of like content, I just, I grew up in Oklahoma, so she's kind of a mixture of a lot of women
Yeah.
that I knew and know.
Yeah.
Like
You
an
know?
amalgamation of a lot of different personalities.
Yeah.
Yes,
I knew a
exactly.
Tammy.
Yeah, everybody knows a Tammy.
My Aunt
yeah.
Pam.
Your
We
Aunt
talked
Pam's
about
a
this.
Tammy.
My Aunt Pam stirred Kool-Aid with her whole arm. My Aunt Pam would make Kool-Aid for the kids and stick her whole arm in the thing and just stir it.
It was
And
like
she's
on Family
no reason to
Vacation.
dirty a spoon and then like run it under the.
That's
She was
great.
cool.
Red arm.
That's a Tammy.
That's a Tammy.
I always say everyone knows a Tammy, and if you don't, you are the Tammy.
Yeah, that's right.
You are
Accurate.
the Tammy.
Riz, you're looking around. Are you the Tammy?
I know he's,
I may be.
he's thinking. He's thinking, dude.
I'm trying to think what the Tammy in my life is. I may be the Tammy.
You are the Tammy.
Damn.
Oh, dang
Damn it. Is that a bad thing?
That's a great thing.
Oh, man.
great thing.
All right.
Depends on who you ask.
All right. So what was the first video that you made that hit?
I had a I was wearing a Reba shirt, as everyone should. I would
yeah.
recommend that.
Yeah.
And do you guys remember that show American Pickers?
Yes.
Okay.
Where they
Great
go
show.
to, look at junk. And they,
Yeah,
this is
and they
worth-
find a motorcycle worth 25 grand.
Yes, yes.
This is worth something.
So I was driving by this trailer in town, and we stopped, and I just went out in their front yard and made this video. And I said, me and the American Pickers guys are going to come look at some stuff I got out back. After that, me and the fat one are probably going to. Can I say the F word on here?
No.
Okay, I'm
No,
good.
no.
See, I'm.
No.
Well done.
Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
I already got dumped out once this morning.
Yes.
No. So yeah, so that was like my first. It got a lot of love, and I was like, okay, maybe I should make this like a thing. Make her a character.
Well, was it like, okay, I made this video, I posted it, and I'm starting to see the views go up. You're like, all right, 100 people viewed this.
Yeah.
And then, all right, 200 people.
Yep.
1,000 people. What did it wind up getting up to?
That video, I can't remember. I do remember when I hit 1,000 followers. I thought it was the wildest thing in the world, and I remember I was like, me and my sisters were screaming.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 followers. We're like, this is what 1,000 people follow me.
Well, now you got 1.3 some odd million.
Yeah,
Damn.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
yeah, big time.
That's great.
It's been like, so I've been doing this 10 years, and it's been like a slow build over the past 10 years. So,
What's been your favorite part of this whole experience?
oh gosh, probably
Besides this morning.
besides this
Besides
morning,
this right now.
Yeah.
probably getting to tour.
Yeah.
And do stand up. I never thought I would do that.
And seeing like parts of this world that you never maybe thought you'd get to. That's awesome.
And just walking out and having people like stand up and scream and cheer. And I'm like, what's going on?
What part of Oklahoma are you from?
I'm from Thackerville, Oklahoma.
Thackerville. So what's the nearest big city?
Dallas. So we're about 45 minutes, an hour north
Okay.
of Dallas. It's right on the Oklahoma-Texas border. I graduated high school with 12 people,
Nice.
dirt roads, but we have the world's largest casino.
you do.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Claim.
Yep, world's
great
largest.
claim.
Yep.
Yeah,
They started
world's
building it
largest casino.
when I was in, I think, 11th grade. They started building
And they
it.
just finished.
Yeah, they just finished.
It's huge, dude.
Is that a Harrah's?
No, it's oh my gosh, not Chalk Talk, Windstar Casino.
One Star Casino.
Yep,
So
Is it a
what,
Native American casino?
yep.
what do most people in your town go on to become?
Work at the casino.
Blackjack
casino.
dealers.
Yeah.
Blackjack
I
dealers.
was just going to say.
And before that, I'm trying to think. Before that, I don't even know. Truthfully, I didn't even know what people did before the casino.
Definitely not tour the world.
No.
Definitely not make YouTube videos.
What's your favorite place you've been so far?
Oh,
Or the biggest
man.
surprise that you were just like, holy smokes, I'm huge in Oregon.
We had a show in not Buffalo, New York. Where was it? It was north of New York City. One of those, Albany.
Albany,
And we didn't know, we had never done a show anywhere in that area when we went
the
up there.
Northeast.
Anywhere in there. And it was still, we've done probably over the past 2 years, we've done over 300 shows. It was top 2 or 3.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Wow.
Albany, New York.
Albany, New York.
Wow.
That's amazing.
It's a
was
place that
wild.
rarely sees the sun, by the way.
Yeah.
It was, I still think about that show and how amazing it was.
Wow, that's cool.
Energy wise, it was great.
Yeah, and you go back on tour in October?
Yeah. Yep. October, beginning of October.
You got a lot of stuff going on. You got the Tammy Bangs, mockumentary.
Yes.
So good.
Tammy, Rafe's in it.
Yep.
It's in it.
Rafe's in it. It's like a, so here's how that came about. Like you were saying, back on Vine days, you could post anything.
Oh, yeah.
You can't now. I mean, y'all know. I mean, I say a cuss word in a video, and I'm slapped on the wrist. And I had this idea for a skit where Tammy is like she's like running a corn business. I don't know if I can say.
You can say porn.
Okay,
Yeah, you can say that. That's fine.
She's running like a
Corn business.
I honestly thought you were talking about a corn
In
business.
Iowa, like a popcorn, like kettle corn.
They say corn on TikTok.
I know. Yeah, I know they do that. Yeah, you can't say the word porn on TikTok.
I didn't
you
know
can't.
that.
He's pretending to know that right now.
You can't say death.
He's
or
trying to be a
anything.
cool dad right now. He did not know
Crazy.
I had this idea, and I go, man, if I film this, I'm not going to be able to put it anywhere. So, long story short, I started the Patreon, and we just filmed season 3, and it's a professionally filmed TV show, kind of like maybe like The Office or something, kind of like that.
Listen, The Office, if it took place in a porn studio, is how I describe it to people.
Yeah,
Corn studio.
corn
studio.
I always like to keep that going. It makes me laugh.
and people love it. It's hilarious.
So you got that. You got Tammy Banks. You got the viral podcast.
Yep, we have the viral podcast. Me and my best friend Paige Jen, we basically take calls from people the whole time, and these calls are absolutely ridiculous, wild. I had my
People asking for advice. I mean, what are people calling for?
People asking for advice. People just confessing to things. People just literally wanting to call in and talk. I mean, it could be anything. We answer funny questions, serious questions. Ridiculous stuff. We had my father-in-law on the last episode, and it comes out next week. And we played a call, and he was flabbergasted. And I was like, Roger, that's nothing. We played one of the sane ones for you.
Right.
It gets pretty wild. Yeah.
So that's the viral podcast.
The viral podcast.
And my kids know of you because you're mukbang videos.
Yes. Yeah, which is ridiculous.
And we were kind of talking about that earlier. Mukbang, if you don't know what it is, that's
Dirty,
filthy, sexual. But it's not.
Not at all. You're just eating on camera.
Eating on camera. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's funny you say that because I'm doing a cruise in March. Tammy's pontoon party. We're going to the Bahamas, baby.
so awesome.
That's awesome.
It's like
pontoon.
Tammy's pontoon party. And the people who are putting on the cruise, we put that on. I'm doing a live mukbang. And they contacted my management, and they're like, okay, we gotta really see how we can do this here. We don't know the legality. Are people going to have to sign waivers? We don't know. And my management was like, what do you think she's doing?
Right.
They thought it was like...
Oh, the mukbang?
We probably
They
got to
thought
put
it was
tarps
porn?
down.
Man.
Right.
they thought...
We'll put newspaper on the windows.
At least they were open to whatever it was maybe
I
going
love that
to
they
be.
were trying to facilitate a sea orgy for all of us.
Yeah.
Orgies of the
All right, we saw
sea.com.
you're bringing. Oh God, look at these people. All right. Do we have to
Yes.
cover a tarp and Mountain Dew, or what is it? Like, what are
Right.
you people into?
All right, we'll do it.
They were going to go for it.
They
Yeah.
were.
Mukbang, it is basically eating on camera.
Right.
That's it.
We said it earlier. It's like a Korean thing. It
Yeah.
sounds disgusting, but it's not.
And you've eaten everything from like, Taco Bell on camera in your car to Thanksgiving leftovers to spicy noodles.
And here's the thing: you're supposed to like eat. The gist of it is you're supposed to eat like large quantities. I don't do that. I eat just a regular meal, but I really try to make like the storyline funny in there. I do like a Q&A. And the first time I did one, okay, these people are making so much money off these mukbangs. Like I'm talking
Wild.
they're getting millions and tens of millions of views. And this was several years ago when it first came out, and I thought it was the dumbest thing I'd ever heard of in my life.
Of course.
I'm like, why are these people watching people eat?
Right.
And so part of what Tammy does online is she kind of makes fun of trends, like the trendy stuff Tammy does, and it's like just ridiculous. So I did one making fun of it pretty much. And my audience went nuts. They won't let me. If I go 2 weeks without a mukbang, I mean, I am getting mad.
So you did
Really?
Ted Drew's. You did Ted Drew's last night with Rafe.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
What flavor did you have?
I had lemon crumb and a cookie sandwich.
Was it
Oh,
amazing?
First bite, did I not freak out?
Yeah, she did.
I go, this is the silkiest ice cream I've ever tasted.
Yes.
It was awesome.
Was that
It
your
is
first time
awesome.
having it?
Yeah.
That's so
Dang.
First time Drew's.
Oh, you got to take it to Steve's Hot Dogs.
We got a lot on our.
Oh, you guys
Yeah,
have a
how
club
long
thing
are
you're
you
doing?
here? You
Well,
need-
we're doing a mukbang tomorrow, Wednesday maybe before you leave town.
Yeah.
We're doing a mukbang
We're
tomorrow.
doing a
We are.
mukbang.
We got it
We
planned
got a
out.
mukbang on the calendar. So
Yeah.
if you guys want to get in on it.
Oh my god.
What are we
I
mukbanging?
don't know. I'm thinking Lion's Choice.
No, it's not a bad one.
Then
that's
we
a
could
great
do
idea.
Steve's. We could do. I think we're going to do Joyous today because we're going to film some stuff after the show, and I think I'm going to get Joyous. She's got Sandwich City. We got to get her a sandwich.
Well, I
we
watched
had
you.
Emos and Rav yesterday.
I watched you eat spaghetti in your car.
How was it?
Well, I have a story of me eating spaghetti in bed,
Yeah.
which if there was a camera on me, could have made some money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It'd have been a
you
great
made
You missed
mukbang.
out.
I ate
Exactly.
spaghetti in bed while watching NASCAR with no shirt on.
Somebody would love that.
You're Tammy, dude.
Sign him up.
You
You
are.
are Tammy, bro.
Yeah, you are your
If
own
you were
Tammy.
ever wondering, you just answered your own question. You ate spaghetti in bed watching NASCAR, bare chested.
Bare chested.
You're
Yeah,
the Tammy.
that's Tammy.
You're the Tammy.
It was a moment. Nobody was home. My wife was out. My kids were somewhere else. And I was like, NASCAR race on?
George Michael's Freedom is playing in the background. Just like
No,
shirtless.
it was the sound of cars going in circles, okay? And I laid the bowl
He had the
on my
subtitles
chest,
on.
and I was like a zombie, just
Yeah.
eating spaghetti. And there, obviously pieces fall out, and I'm picking it off my chest, and I'm eating it.
slurp splatters.
I caught a look of myself in the mirror, and I said, "What's going on?"
What's going
This was a
on?
rock bottom moment.
That sounds like a wonderful afternoon to me.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds like heaven.
If there was
Yeah.
a camera trained on me,
yeah.
Perfectly tempered.
I love eating in bed. Hotels, forget about it. No consequences to eating in those beds.
Yep.
Do whatever you want.
crumbs don't matter.
Crumbs, stains.
My husband was falling asleep Saturday after my show, and it was like 2 a.m, and I just needed some food. And I made myself a sandwich. He's passed out next to me. I'm in bed, lights on, eating a sandwich, watching Key and Peele, and it was heaven. It
Yeah.
really was.
Do you have a no eating rule in your bed?
I don't know if there's a rule. I don't think it's ever happened. Oh, well, unless you're sick or something.
You've
But-
never eaten in your bed?
Breakfast in bed
Oh.
is one of the most overrated things in the world.
Yeah, I'm sure I have. But like when I wake up, I want to get away from the bed. I want to get away.
I'm definitely more of a like nighttime snack eater in bed, not
Yeah, I don't know about
necessarily
breakfast.
breakfast.
Me too. Nighttime.
The whole romance breakfast in bed thing, that's overrated.
Really?
I think that's something. That's another thing people pretend to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Add it to the
Breakfast
list.
in bed.
Breakfast in bed.
I'm a couch eater though. I don't get it when people have the rules about no
I'll eat on the
eating in
couch.
the living room. Every night we eat in the living room.
Yeah,
not
that's
Same.
dinner. We eat dinner, but then like TV show time, Game of Thrones
We
time.
haven't eaten at our dining table in years.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That's sad.
just me and Tina. We're
Yeah.
we're coffee
don't-
table,
Coffee
put
table.
on a program and veg out.
You
and
don't sit
eat.
across from each other and talk about each other's days.
No, and
Fantasy world.
I bet you don't either. Actually, you might. You got kids. You got young kids.
Oh, I do. Every night.
Today's Naked Tuesday, so it will be date night. I'm sure we'll do exactly what Ray's talking about: coffee table, TV, dinner.
Naked Tuesdays, him and his wife are just naked all day in the house.
It used to be like that. It's not like that anymore. But
They
it's
flip the cushions
not?
over.
Well, you
if
need
you
to-
It's the
go
it's
over
the
it.
only evening that we don't have children in the house.
Well, they need
They
to
got a
change
lot
the
of
name.
kids.
Okay.
He's got like 30 kids.
It's just turned into naked.
Do you eat naked?
No, not any longer. No, not anymore.
What changed?
I don't know, man. It's just like seemed like a lot of work. There's a lot more windows
He
in this
spilled
house.
some hot French onion soup on his.
Junk.
Babe, it's time for the Tower of Onion Rings.
There's just a lot. there's a lot more windows.
That hot oil.
How many rings today?
That's great.
Well, that is a short tower. It's only 2 onion rings. It's barely enough for both of them.
Oh, I'm imagining it too, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Hey, Chelsea Lynn
I'm
is here.
imagining it, and I do.
Lern is about to do crap on celebrities. Let's do it.
Oh,
Chelsea, it's time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment
Okay.
with your crap on celebrities.
and it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best. Flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com 636-600-0188.
Oh, I don't want to leave Colin out. Colin's here
Colin.
too. Colin,
Colin.
sit in the corner, observing. Any questions?
Yeah, I got a good question for him.
Keep doing what
Just keep doing what we're
Keep
doing.
doing
All
what you're
right.
doing. American songwriter asked ChatGPT to come up with a Nirvana biopic, including cast. And here's what AI came up with. All right, so think about Nirvana. Who would play Nirvana in a movie
Who would
about
play
Nirvana?
Kurt Cobain,
Right.
Dave Grohl, Chris Novoselic? Are we going to throw Courtney Love in there
Oh,
too?
yes, we are. So this AI said, as Kurt Cobain, Timothy Chalamet would play him.
What does he look like?
Oh, he's the dude from Don't Look Up. He's
Willy
He's
Wonka.
Dune. Yeah, he's the head up in the lead in Dune, and he's
Never
the new
saw
Willy
Dune.
Wonka. Come on, man, you know this kid. He's like
I know the name. I just can't.
Picture
skinny, good-looking English kid, right?
Has blue eyes like Kurt had.
Jawbones.
Very handsome.
Sharp
Yeah.
face. Big
Okay, so
time.
he would play Kurt Cobain.
Kurt
Timothy
Cobain.
Chalamet.
This guy. You know this dude.
Or maybe he doesn't have blue eyes. I don't see it. I don't really see it.
Yeah,
I was the Charlie Hunnam guy would be a good Kurt Cobain.
Charlie Hunnam from
yeah, but he's
Yeah.
too
Sons of
he's a
Anarchy.
little
Sons of
old.
Anarchy.
But he's
Yeah.
too old now to do the young because they're going for like a young
Yeah,
Kurt,
like
right? I mean,
90s.
I guess
there was no
You
such
have a
thing as
cutoff
not
at 27.
I was gonna say there's not a
Right.
young.
There's a cutoff then?
There's not an old Kurt, but like I mean, look, imagine him with like, like movie makeup. I can kind of see it. He's got kind of the face, Chalamet.
All right, who's
So
Dave
there's an
Grohl?
age-
Dave Grohl will be played from Stranger Things, Joe Keery. Look
Oh,
this
Joe
guy up.
Keery. First of all, that dude's band, Joe DJO, is awesome.
Oh, he's
His
the,
records are so freaking good.
the hair.
Yes,
He's got great hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
he's this guy. This one right here.
I could see him.
Okay, all right.
He'd be a
That's
cute
Dave Grohl, Joe Keery.
little baby Dave Grohl. Saoirse Ronan would be playing Courtney Love.
Come see
Who's
what
that?
I
Saoirse
don't know who
Ronan.
any of these people are.
I'm not even sure how to spell any.
She
of
was in, gosh, what was that movie? Won all the awards.
She was
that. Forrest
in
Gump.
No.
Lady
no.
Bird.
Lady Bird.
Ah,
She'd
yeah.
make a good Courtney Love, I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I see.
Boy, you really spelled her name wrong.
It's a hard. It's
SAOIRSE.
IRSE.
Oh, the
I had to look
common
up pronunciation to make sure I'm even saying it correctly. Chris Novoselic would be played by Bill Skarsgård,
spelling. Okay.
Okay, that's right. Bill Skarsgård.
which I get all of the Skarsgård people mixed up. Like
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård. Yeah, this is the
Oh,
guy
yeah,
who
he's
played
it.
Pennywise.
That's it. Yeah.
So that's
Steve
who would be Nirvana. I don't think we really agree with it.
Wait,
to be
who?
honest.
Bill Skarsgård is who?
Pennywise the clown.
No. Who's he playing?
He's playing Chris.
Chris Novoselic.
I don't see it at all. I would see him more as like a Kurt.
And who ended up being
Fascinating.
Kurt? Was Gary Busey?
Evil Kurt.
Gary Busey?
Yeah, I think that'd
Gary
be a good
Busey is Kurt Cobain.
Let's just do it, man.
I like that.
I'll be inside your heart-shaped box.
In other music news, Elton John was hospitalized over the weekend. He slipped and fell at his home in south of France. He's 76 years
no.
old.
Oh, no.
You break a hip, that's it.
He just wrapped up his farewell tour, so we hope Elton's doing all right. Timbaland and Justin Timberlake are teaming up again, this time to curate music for Monday Night Football. The collab is going to kick off with the duo's upcoming Nelly Furtado collaboration, playing during promotional spots for the September 11th New York Jets versus the Buffalo Bills.
Okay, so today would have been Michael Jackson's 65th birthday. Mm-hmm. Okay. Who is the closest artist to Michael Jackson in the 21st century? Is it Justin Timberlake?
I mean, success-wise or style?
Like starting
Style,
as a child.
success.
Style is the weekend. The
Yeah,
weekend,
The Weeknd
is trying
is
to do
part two.
every Michael Jackson,
Right.
move there is musically.
Is there anybody even close? Like Justin Timberlake?
Bieber was close.
I think the fact that he started
Justin
as a
Bieber.
child actor and had like the childhood fame and kind Mickey Mouse Club and kind
Started in a group, got out of the
Started in a
group, he went solo, had solo success.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bieber or Timberlake. A
Bieber's
meld
a
of
good
those
one.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott said that.
Yeah.
All right.
I know. I'm trying to
thinking?
imagine in my head.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Next.
This is an interesting story that I want to get everybody's take on. So Katy Perry's been fighting in court since 2009 against a woman named Katy Perry from Australia. They spell the Katys differently. So our Katy here in America spells it Katy. This Australian Katy spells it Katie, which in my opinion is the correct way to spell Katy. That's not the point, though.
What?
Katy Perry in Australia is a fashion designer. She owns a small clothing business in Australia. And Katy Perry, the artist, has been going to court with her since 2009 over name rights, okay? She doesn't want this lady to be calling her apparel Katy Perry, the brand, okay? Because she's worried
So
about...
Katy Perry, the pop star, is trying to sue the Katy Perry, the small
Yes.
clothing
To force her to change
Yes.
her name.
shop owner.
And been fighting her for 14 years.
Fighting for 14 years. The Australian federal court sided with the Australian Katy Perry.
Well, who
okay?
was first?
Well, first of all, Katy Perry's name is Hudson.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who was first was
Catherine Hudson,
was
right?
the Katy Perry in Australia. That's who's first. I can understand somebody having this type of fame saying, "Hey, I'd like you to change your company name and I'll pay you this for it," and figuring that out. But that's not even the same name. One, B, her government sided with her. Like,
Right.
how much farther can you go other than harassing this gal?
Yeah.
Should she just invest in it and maybe do a thing where it's like, hey, in the U.S., let's use your same style and we'll just put my name on it.
I think this is ridiculous and is so awful on the American Katy Perry's.
There's got to be some
like,
more details or
this
something,
is
because
terrible.
otherwise she has to. Somebody in her team has to be like, "Hey, maybe we should shut up before this goes public, and you look really bad."
She's also suing fireworks.
Right.
Anyway, just in general.
Well, and her name isn't even Katy Perry. It's Kate Hudson. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you change your name to Kate Hudson and see what happens?
Okay, but if Katy Perry, the clothing person, decided to start making clothes because her name is Katy Perry and glom off the fame of pop star Katy Perry.
I don't think it's connected.
Yeah, I can understand if there was like a particular logo or something, but like this is not. The company
same.
doesn't look the same. It's
Right.
not spelled
Yeah.
the same. It clearly not
Katy
the same.
Perry has a shoe line. Maybe that's like,
Maybe that's what it is.
yeah, I think so.
Oh, she does?
Yeah,
So she does dabble in that world.
Apparel. I don't know what it's called.
I wonder when she started that.
I know.
You know?
I don't like any of this.
I don't like any of it either.
I was for sure that the Australian lady was suing.
Right.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, oh.
But it's reversed. Like,
Yeah.
what does American Katy Perry have to gain from putting this small-time designer out of business in an entirely different country?
It's interesting.
It's only 2 weeks until the new season of Wheel of Fortune begins. I know we're very excited. And you guys, I hate to break it to you, but Vanna White's role is still being held up in contract negotiations. The Daily Mail says Vanna and the producers are currently on a similar page and want to get a deal done, but they both have a few hiccups to clear, though. So Vanna reportedly wants a raise. She makes around $3 million a year compared to previous host Pat Sajak's annual $15 million salary. The upcoming season is the 41st, and Pat's out.
Let's be honest. She doesn't do anything. She just
She's-
touches the letters.
Well, she's also insisting that she wears all camo fatigues and combat boots every
That's it?
every
That's
show.
it.
And they're saying like,
Okay.
"Nah, man, once a week
How will they
maybe."
see her?
Chelsea's here to announce that she's thrown her name in the ring
Oh my gosh, I would love
to be the new letter turner.
that.
Yeah.
How much would you want to make to be in Vanna's? Like, how much would you do it for?
Oh, they could pay me minimum wage.
really?
And you don't even have to. It's not even a letter turner. You just touch the.
Touch
She
it.
taps.
She taps now.
Yeah, yeah.
She taps. I could
That'd be
tap.
awesome.
But even her tapping, is somebody in the back like changing it, or is her is her
Gotta be.
tap even
How
doing
does it
anything?
work?
Those aren't
I've
touch
always
screens.
wondered that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Is
But-
she actually tapping to?
You guys, every time you do the tap, you do this because that's what we would do. But she does this. It's like with the whole
Yeah.
hand.
Oh,
very
man.
dainty.
This is
Oh,
beautiful.
man.
Boop.
Oh, hand.
Yeah.
I would do the
Gotta
back
get
of
that
my hand. I would do that, and I would present it.
At some
would
point,
present- I
you'd
would
get
then-
lazy halfway through the
I would
season,
then-
just toss
I
the
would-
tennis ball. And
I would backhand and then present the letter. This is an I.
you'd be in one of those lawn chairs with the plastic straps, and you just bop a racquetball
No,
on
I'd
it.
have
Point at it.
I'd have a stick in my lawn chair.
One of those
sick of
forks
standing.
that those
Yes.
forks that come out.
Yeah, the telescopic fork.
Yeah.
That's what
Hit
I'm
it.
doing.
Congratulations are in order to Adam Sandler and his daughters. You Are So Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah is now Adam Sandler's highest rated film on Rotten Tomatoes.
And Lern couldn't even make it through
I only
20
made it
minutes.
through 30 minutes. I'm the worst. As of last night, it had a 96% certified fresh score. It surpassed Hustle. It surpassed Uncut Gems.
Wow.
So I am in the wrong here. I need to finish it.
You need to finish it out.
I do.
Is it a good family film? I want
It
to
is.
watch it with my
Is
kids.
Is it that good, or is there some manipulation here with Rotten Tomatoes?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. How can you manipulate Rotten Tomatoes?
I don't know, man. I feel like at some
Well,
point
there's the audience score. I guess you could.
that's got to be what this is, right? The audience score. Is there
I
some,
think
is there
it's
some,
critics score
This is
too.
the certified fresh score.
Yeah, that's critics.
for real? Oh, okay.
So way to go.
I don't know anything about it. I trust Lern.
I'm going to try and
When
get
she
through
tells me
it.
it's
Maybe I didn't
garbage.
get to the point where it was amazing.
All right, favorite Adam Sandler movie.
Probably. If I had to just pick one, it'd be Happy Gilmore.
For me, it's Little Nicky.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Same.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Colin.
Yeah, it's got to be either Happy Gilmore or
Happy
Billy
Gilmore,
Madison. That was
Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wedding Singer is up there.
Wedding Singer.
Nice.
I think
Wedding Singer is my
it.
second place.
I'm going to say Happy Gilmore.
Nice.
It's a perfect movie.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you all like movies because we're going to play a little game.
All right.
All right.
Chelsea, you're
Lern's
playing
getting
as
out
well.
Lern's getting out the scoreboard.
So I couldn't think of a cool name for this game, so it's Guess the Movie. Colin, you ready? Yeah. All right.
All right, Colin Lern is thinking of a movie. Guess it now.
Jurassic Park.
All right,
Here's
so
a
I'm
hint.
I'm gonna read you guys a line. Okay, we're gonna
Quote?
do a line together.
How do we buzz in?
Well,
is this
say
a
your
buzz in
name.
or are we going in a circle?
You have to buzz in. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Okay, ready for this? So you'll say Chelsea, and you'll say your name or your.
What does Colin
answer.
say?
You say Colin. Okay. You Colin. All right. Moon. All right. Here we go.
Yes.
So I'm going to read you a line.
Okay.
Say your name, guess, and tell me the movie it's from. Here we go. Number 1. Come with me if you want to live.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Terminator.
That is exactly right. Way to
Terminator
go, Rafe.
2, actually.
Kyle
Oh,
Reese.
then you would have gotten it wrong.
Whoa.
Wait, come with me if you want
you
to
don't
live. Is
get
that
to-
the first one? Or is it
It's the
second
first one.
He says it in both. Kyle Reese says it in the first one.
Okay, never
The
mind.
Terminator says it too.
That's a buzz for me then.
Okay, negative
Minus
one for
1 point for
Riz. Okay.
Thank you.
Number 2. Stupid is as stupid
Moon.
does.
Chelsea.
Forrest Gump.
Moon. Got it? It is Forrest Gump.
You need to be quick, Chelsea.
I know.
All right.
Yeah. You're playing with pros.
I'm gonna get up in there.
All right. Number 3. You shall not pass.
Rafe.
Learn. Or no.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
That is
Okay.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Incorrect.
That is Lord of the Rings.
That is correct.
Oh,
Rafe.
you're right. I was thinking of a totally different scene.
That's
My
right.
bad.
That's your wheelhouse.
I know.
All right. Say hello to my little friend.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Scarface.
That is exactly right.
I was going to say Rafe. Damn it. I hate this game already.
Where is my stupid suit?
Colin.
Colin.
The Incredibles.
Absolutely right. I am impressed.
Sam Jackson.
You, sh-
Frozone.
you shall not pass.
Wow.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Half a point.
half a point.
I had
Give half a point to Moon.
for me. Whatever,
Hey, man.
man. All right, here we go.
What do you want from me?
Clever girl.
Moon.
Moon.
Jurassic Park.
That's right.
Woo!
Talking about raptors. All right, here
My
we go.
joke finally hits.
Number 7. Number 7.
10 years of that joke, guys.
It's a trap.
Moon.
Oh, no.
Go.
Star Wars.
No. Return to the Jedi.
That's right. Half a point for both of you.
You're not going to count that, huh?
Nope. Because I need a point.
All right, here we go.
Come on, Chelsea, get in on
Number
this.
8. Inconceivable.
Moon.
Moon.
Princess Bride.
That is right. Dang it. Somebody beat Moon. All right, here we go. Say what again?
Moon. Pulp Fiction.
That's right.
This guy.
I haven't
Okay,
seen
here we
most
go.
of these
They're-
movies.
They're getting
You haven't seen most of those movies?
okay. Maybe you'll. This is
Okay,
our wheelhouse.
okay.
You ready for this? Baby, I'm gonna treat you so nice. You're never gonna want to let me go.
Stump.
Colin.
Colin,
I have no idea.
I'm just gonna guess.
go for it.
The Notebook.
Close. Pretty Woman.
Scream.
Point for Chelsea. Woo!
All right. Yes.
There we go.
Close.
All right.
trying.
Number 12. Is butter a carb?
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Mean Girls.
That's right. 2 points for Chelsea.
Dang, good one.
Number 13. Oh man, how'd you get the beans above the
Moon.
frank?
Oh.
Something about Mary.
That's right. Moon. Very good.
All right.
I want to know your
Stall
first
tactic.
thought.
Couple
Goodbye,
more,
Ted.
couple more.
Yeah.
You'll meet them all again on their long journey to the middle. You'll meet them all again on their long journey to the middle.
Man, is that Robin Williams one with the What Dreams May Come or
This
something
is
like that?
Philip Seymour Hoffman saying this.
Rafe.
Rafe.
Almost famous.
Almost famous when he's Lester Bangs.
I thought it was Twisted.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And finally, and I'll be very impressed if anybody gets this.
This one's worth 20 points.
This is worth 20 points.
This one is worth.
All right, here we go.
And I want to say that I'm 7% Italian, so don't get offended. Only a car full of Stella and Guidos would ride your ass on a 2-lane highway and honk. Only a car full of Stella and Guidos would ride your ass on a 2-lane highway and honk.
Is this a chick flick?
Moon.
Right now.
Driving Miss Daisy.
No.
Scott.
I'm trying to think of
Scott.
car
Thelma
ones.
and Louise.
Easy.
I'm trying
No.
to think of car ones.
Think rock movies, rock and roll movies.
Rafe.
Moon.
Dazed and
Rafe.
Confused.
Grease.
Not Grease.
Moon, Rockstar.
No.
Riz, Dazed and Confused.
No.
Rafe, Detroit Rock City.
Detroit Rock City.
What? I've never
Who
heard
would
of that
know
one.
that? What, Edward Furlong?
Yes.
I've never even
So
heard of that.
Natasha
Forgot
Lyonne
they
is
made that.
into disco and they're driving behind the guys when they're going to
20
kiss their ass.
points.
20 points.
All right,
Hey,
congratulations,
Ray.
Ray.
Good job, Ray. Good job, everybody.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Liam Payne from One Direction is 30. Jay Ryan, 2 first names. That's Ben in It Chapter 2. He's 42. Ben Dover. I'm sorry.
What?
Beth Dover.
HR is called.
What?
I see what I see, guys. Beth Dover is 45. That's Linda Ferguson on Orange is the New Black. Rufio Dante Basco, the leader of the Lost Boys and Hook, is 48. Michelle Ndegeocello.
Oh, I think you did it.
I think I did it.
I think you did
I think
it.
I did
There you
it.
go.
She's
Wild Nights.
55. That's right. Rebecca De Mornay is 64. Dan Truman, that's Diamond Rio's piano player. I'm a fan.
Nice.
Is 67. And Elliot Gould, Ross and Monica's dad on Friends, and Trapper in the original movie version of MASH, is 85 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Cassidy Clay. And today's birthday girl has been in 137 fine films, including American Black Ass 1, Big Ass Stalker 2, Booty Call 10, Booty Clappin', Broke Down Bitches 6, Freak Nasty 7, Round and Brown 5, Triple Booty Duty, Colin's favorite, Yo Quiero Chocolate 2,
Colin. Didn't take you for a foreign film, man.
and who could forget a role in 2008's Meat on the Grill 2.
Oh, awesome.
Cassidy Clay is 41 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and we're going to play Just the Two of Us
Yeah.
with Chelsea Lynn. All right, so oh, we're still on the air. Oh, you better not take those headphones off.
We're still on the air.
We are still on the air because I'm going to explain the rules.
All right.
So here's the deal. You guys will call in. You guys will pick a Riz Show member. Myself, Moon, Lern, Rafe, King Scott. Chelsea's always playing. Rafe will then read 5 questions. We'll all write our answers down. If we match 3 of the 5 answers, you guys on the phone will win your choice of prizes. All right, welcome back to the program. Comedian Chelsea Lynn is here. Woo! Nice to have you. We'll play Just 2 of Us here in a second.
All right.
You know her as her alter ego, Trailer Trash Tammy. Star of the viral podcast, Tammy Bangs. She could, is it just TammyBangs.com?
Yeah. I'm banging.
Just banging.
Banging them out.
We're all buck banging
Yeah,
on
buck banging.
TammyBanks.com.
Banging them out.
My kids wanted me to ask you this question.
Okay.
So, you've done videos with Nikocado Avocado, who my
Yes.
kids are huge fans of, and this guy is wild,
Yeah.
wild. How much would you spend on food eating with him?
Oh, he'll splurge. And we've gone out and got a couple $100 to food from.
One was like $900 worth of seafood, crab legs.
Crab legs are expensive. They're expensive.
I bet you, Moon. I bet you your kids know who that is.
Oh,
Nikocado
probably.
Avocado. This guy eats a massive quantities of food.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That seems so awesome and scary at the same
He does
time.
the before and after photos.
Oh no! And this guy was like a skinny vegan when he got started.
No way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
And
he
nothing's
is-
off limits.
And he is not anymore. Either of them.
He's not vegan anymore?
No, he's not vegan anymore. No, no.
They're vegan crab legs.
But what what he does is he lays all the food out in front of him, and it'll be just a half hour of just him
Wow.
just getting through
Yep.
the entire thing.
So he is eating mass quantities.
Yes.
He eats
is.
mass quantities.
Yeah. Yeah. And he'll post multiple a day. He'll do multiple a day. Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
Can't
He
be
goes
good
ho-
long term.
He goes hard on the mukbangs.
yeah, that's wild.
Yep.
Okay, so before we get to the game, I've been doing this Emma the A-hole segment, and we did some earlier, and as well now that there's 2 women in the studio. This is from a woman asked her sister to babysit her newborn baby, and then was stunned when she caught her breastfeeding the baby. The sister was also a new mother. The woman called the police on the sister. And now she's asking the internet, was my reaction too harsh? So she says, and here's what she writes. I'm 22. My sister's 27. We had babies within 2 weeks of each other. And our sons are now 3 and 5 weeks old. Her son is breastfed, mine is not. I needed to get surgery recently, and because my son's father isn't around, my sister offered to babysit my son while I was in the hospital free of charge. When I came home, I walked into my son on my sister's breast, which I actually didn't have an issue with to begin with because it was probably easier to breastfeed him than make bottles. But she told me after she had thrown out all the quote-unquote garbage I was feeding him, she was going to, do that.
Ooh.
All right, Chelsea.
I'd
you
just
first.
love to hear that 911 call.
911, what's your emergency?
I mean,
My sister's breast is in my son's mouth.
right. I feel like the police call was a bit much.
I was in kind of shock. I didn't react straight away. I went to the bathroom and called the police on her.
Huh?
Like, I think a simple, like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not right,
Yeah.
but what are the cops going to do?
Apparently, what she did was not a crime, and the child's being fed, so they couldn't even, the cops are not like,
Right.
Right.
you fed this child?
Yeah. Yeah, the call was a bit much.
Call
but
was a
I
bit
would just be like, hey, knock that off.
Knock it off.
Knock it
My
off.
sister then blew up at me saying it was completely wrong of me to call the police on her when she was just trying to help. I told her she dumped 14 cans of formula without even consulting me.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
Currently has no plans to replace it.
That stuff's expensive, and you got to find it, right?
Yeah,
like,
hard
is there
to find,
still a formula
apparently.
shortage? Goodness.
Yeah.
And now she's asking, all right, fine. You called the police, now you're going to have to pay me for babysitting.
Oh, my gosh.
This sounds like a wonderful family.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I think there are other
Right.
things afoot here. Mm-hmm. To call the cops. Kind of harsh.
Yeah. Big time.
That's
Freaking
weird.
out would be fine. Like, absolutely. Freak out, scream at your sister. That's all good.
Yeah.
Never mind harsh. That's a weird. How did that even pop up in your mind?
To
Right.
call the cops?
Yeah, I mean, think about that. Like, I mean, who would go? Oh my God, what are my options here? Cops.
Yeah.
Like this. How did that even come across the mind?
Right.
Right. She's just been waiting to call.
Yeah.
That sounds like
Oh, yeah.
she's
Waiting for
been
an excuse.
waiting for an excuse to call.
Yeah. Let's lock her up. Let's get her out of here.
Yeah.
Even though she has a 3-week-old kid.
Gosh.
Yeah, you call the cops on a new mom.
Mom's gone wild, you know?
Where was this?
Oklahoma. No.
You're like,
Thackerville.
Right.
47 minutes
Oklahoma.
from Dallas.
And it
Isn't
did
that-
say his or her sister.
Did you?
Your sister.
I meant to say this earlier. Tell them what the big event was in Thackerville, Oklahoma, when you were a kid.
Rattlesnake Roundup?
really?
Oh, we would. They would make this pit thing, and for like a week before the actual event, everyone in the county would go out and round up rattlesnakes. And
Wow.
Just and wherever you could, and go put it in the pit. And then at the end of the week, you got hundreds of rattlesnakes in the pit, and
we'd sacrifice a virgin.
Sacrifice the weakest kid.
No, it gets better.
and people would just go in there and just hang out with the rattlesnakes, pick them up,
Say what?
and that's pretty much it. There's no vendors. There's no corn on the cob.
No
There's
rides.
no-
Right.
No
There's no-
carnival rides.
There's nothing.
What does one do with the pit of snakes afterwards? The Indiana Jones nightmare.
I don't know. I never thought about
Oh man, I
that.
thought you were going to say something vicious.
It is
like,
still a
you know,
live
light it on
event.
fire.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought that's where you're going with this.
We looked it up.
A lot of
and it
belts.
is still a yearly event in Thackerville, Oklahoma.
Well, he didn't believe me, and he had to Google it. I go, it's real.
Are there just holes with snakes in them there?
man.
Is there a specific spot like that's cordoned off?
Do not
It's almost
go
like a
over.
competition. It seemed like people get in there and be like, "Oh, I'll get in here and I'll pick up 5 snakes."
Yeah.
Look at this little girl with a sash on. She's a runner-up 2021. She's in a pit of rattlesnakes holding up
A rattlesnake.
a rattlesake.
Oh, no.
Oh, goodness. Have you ever done it? Have you ever picked up a rattlesnake?
No.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Would you wouldn't go down and participate in any way?
No, I don't think I've ever went. But my little sister, every year, she was there.
Wow.
People
Getting
get
in that
bit?
pit.
Yeah. She loved it.
I would imagine.
This sounds like a situation where the sister came home from the rattlesnake roundup and was like, "What are ye feeding my son?
You get that.
I can't
booty
have
out of
one
his
night
mouth.
out."
at the rattlesnake roundup.
Without coming home with your booby in my son's mouth.
Guys, there's literally a queen that is crowned. This is in Texas, in Sweetwater, Texas. 11,000 residents. One very big event each year. Features a pageant, food stands, and contest. So Texas did it up a little bit
Texas
elevated
does
than
it
Oklahoma.
right, not Oklahoma.
We're the equate version.
You know what?
of the rattlesnake
Thackerville's
roundup.
all about the sport.
I mean,
Thackerville keeps it real.
Yeah.
I'm honestly just wondering, what are we doing with these holes, with the snakes in the holes?
this
Well,
woman
okay,
has
so-
camo chaps on and a crown.
Look at all the snakes.
Okay, so some of these
Dang.
towns, this one, Sweetwater, they kill thousands of rattlesnakes. I don't think your town was killing them. They just pit them and
They might have been.
have some funsies.
Do they drop them off in the next town over?
Look at and
Yeah, they drive them to Texas.
look. I mean, there's.
She's called Miss Snake Charmer.
Oh,
That's great.
my God.
I guess
It's like
Oklahoma,
nightmare fuel to me.
rattlesnake
thing.
heaven. huh?
Holy cow.
Wow.
Is there any amount of money in the world that can get you in that pit?
No.
Look at this gal,
Yes.
man. So she's just wearing chaps, and that's supposed to protect you.
There's dudes going in there with nothing. In the Thackerville. Thackerville keeps it real, dude.
Yeah. We're
There's
the real
guys
deal.
in there. The only thing he's wearing is like one of those cool hats your dad mows the lawn in.
Yeah, like a gardening hat, like a straw gardening hat.
Yeah, he's just wearing that. He's like, I don't want a sunburn, but I will handle 13,000 rattlesnakes.
I just love the pit, and it has little windows, and there's all these kids' faces in the windows staring at the snakes. It's
Yeah.
kind of funny.
Aside from the casino, is this what Thackerville is known for?
That's it.
That's it?
Rattlesnake roundup and the casino. That is it,
Let's
man.
go.
I'm not kidding. I can't think of one other thing.
Oh, man. Oh, somebody's sitting in a bathtub full of
Yeah,
rattlesnakes.
with a Penguins jersey on.
Penguins jersey on. What is happening? All right, let's give away some stuff.
The Rizzuto Show. Here, have some free
All right, it's time to play Just the Two of Us. Fun game. Chelsea Lynn is here. So she's going to play every time. You guys on the phone will pick a race show member. Myself, Rafe, Lern, King, Scott, or Moon. We'll play with Chelsea. Rafe is going to read a question. We'll write down our answers. And then at the end, we'll see if 3 of our 5 answers match. Okay? If they do, our caller will win a fabulous prize. Shinedown Pop Roach tickets, 3 days Grace Chevelle tickets, Flogging Molly tickets to go see John Oliver. All right, let's do a patient 0.
Yeah.
So in case we have no matches, somebody wins. Learn, pick a line.
5.
Rachel on line 5, King Scott, is our patient 0. Okay. Let's go to the phones. And Mike. Good morning, Mike.
Morning.
All right, Mike, pick a race show member.
Let's go with Riz himself.
Okay. So, Chelsea, you and I are playing. We're going to mind meld right here.
Okay.
And we're just going to write our answers down. Don't say anything yet.
Okay.
Don't say anything yet. The official Just Two of Us music is playing right now.
Yes.
All right.
And here we go.
Trying to match Family Feud style.
Here we go.
All right, number 1. A famous sitcom ant. Name a famous sitcom ant. Number 2. A red fruit. Write down the name of a red fruit. Number 3. A brand of chips. A brand of chips.
Okay.
Get it? Oh, she's on. Number 4, TV show with sister in the title. TV show with sister in the title. Number 5, an organ starting with P. An organ starts with the letter P.
Okay.
There are correct answers, by the way.
Oh, we got this, man.
You good to go? All right, so Moon is going to count down
she's
3,
so
2, 1.
confident, dude.
So Rafe's going to read the question back. Moon will count down 3, 2, 1. We're going to say our answers at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right, here we go.
This is for Mike.
This is for Mike. Number 1, a famous sitcom ant.
3, 2, 1.
Aunt
Patty.
Jackie.
You're right.
I have
Jackie. Jackie was the
I
number
couldn't
1
think
answer.
of one. I was thinking Patty and
May?
Selma from The Simpsons. I could not think of
man,
it.
Jackie was the correct answer.
That is the correct answer.
Aunt Jackie smoking her
bad.
ganja in the bathtub.
Yep.
That was the number 1 and
I couldn't think
correct
of any
answer.
other ants.
Well,
That's the
May?
only one
Patty and Selma.
I could think of was Jackie.
Jackie was the
Fine.
one and only answer to that question.
Yeah.
Number 2, a red fruit.
3, 2, 1.
Strawberry.
Yeah.
Apple.
Crushing it.
Strawberry, apple, or cherry was the number 1 answer.
Okay. Off to a terrible start.
We got these last three.
You could sweep out on this because there are correct answers for these too. Number 3, a brand of chips.
3, 2, 1.
Lay's.
I went Doritos.
Doritos was the number 1 answer.
No, if you had said chips, I
Doritos.
automatically went to potato chips.
Doritos was the number 1 answer. You don't get to decide.
Doritos?
But you both said Lay's, so it doesn't matter.
America's favorite.
Number 4, TV show with sister in the title.
3, 2, 1.
Sister.
Wives.
Oh, it's sister.
It's sister.
Oh, no.
Sister.
I thought for sure you guys were going to get that.
Sister wives was a correct answer, but
No,
sister
what? I
sister
thought
was number 2.
sister. It's
Sister.
literally the only word in the title.
Sorry, Mike. Mike loses.
Just for fun, let's see what we did on number 5 in Oregon. Starting with P.
3, 2, 1.
Pancreas.
Oh.
He said penis.
I said penis.
That was the answer.
Penis was the number 1 answer.
That was the answer. I'm thinking
man.
more technical, more scientific.
Pancreas was the second answer.
Second, yeah.
Dang it.
So close.
okay.
Thought we had
All right, Brennan, I'm off the table.
good.
Pick somebody.
Let's go with Lern.
Learn.
Learn.
Learn at Chelsea.
All right, Chelsea.
All right.
Hang
You
on,
guys
let me get
mind
the
meld.
music. Let me get the music going.
All right.
Look deep into each other's eyes. Connect.
Yeah, by the way, once they pick us, we're off.
Lock it up. Lock it up.
Okay. Number 1.
Learn at Chelsea. Here we go.
Out of here. Say goodbye to Colin,
hey,
everybody.
Goodbye, Colin Robinson.
Bye, Colin.
You did a great job.
I appreciate you, Colin. Great job shadowing. Hope you learned a lot.
See you, buddy.
There's our job shadow, Colin. We're releasing him to the wild.
He knows what mukbang is
Be careful
now.
out there.
He left 2
lion
minutes
just ate him.
early, which I take as a personal slight. Craig, if you're listening,
I
your
feel
son
like
just
the bird
slighted
is.
us.
We just pushed the bird out of the nest.
We did. All right, number 1.
Hey, that Colin's going to do great things.
Fly
He is.
free.
Number 1, a famous cartoon town. A famous cartoon town. There are correct answers. Number 2, something you are afraid of. Number 2, something you are afraid of while sleeping in a tent. Number 3, a Stevie Nicks song.
Oh my gosh.
This is the perfect duo for this question
Oh,
specifically.
Chelsea, you're a Stevie Nicks fan? Oh, you're looking at me like, of course.
Yes.
Are we women or what?
You don't think she sounds like a goat?
No.
See?
He thinks she sounds like a goat.
Like a bleeding goat? I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Number 4, a breed of dog that everyone has heard of. And number 5, also the perfect duo for this question, an NFL coach.
Look at me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes right now.
Hey,
An NFL
no
coach.
speaking with your
Okay.
eyes.
Do I need to repeat any?
Yeah. Repeat the NFL coach one.
An NFL coach.
Oh gosh.
If you don't know
Big
one,
football fan, huh?
That's what, I'm not either. Don't worry.
she can't see you.
I can't. Okay. All right. This one was tough.
It was.
Okay. All right. Let's see if we get a winner here.
Okay.
All right, it's Lern and Chelsea.
All right.
Here we go. Let's
Lern
get
and Chelsea.
the answers.
Hopefully we won't get to number 5 or you're in trouble. Who's the caller? Number
That's
1.
for Brennan.
All right, Brendan. Good luck. Number 1, a famous cartoon town.
3, 2, 1.
Kalamazoo.
Springfield.
Kalamazoo.
I could not. I made something up. I could not think.
I went straight
made something
Simpsons.
up.
Springfield, right?
Springfield, South Park was the
yes.
number 1 answer. Springfield.
Kalamazoo.
South Park, of course.
Yeah.
Okay,
That one
Really?
got me. That one got me.
That was a hard one.
South Park or Springfield were the number 2 top answers. All right, here we go. Something you are afraid of while sleeping in a tent.
3, 2, 1.
Bears.
Oh, sorry, on the buzzer.
He loves to buzz.
Nicely done, ladies. I had
I had
spiders.
snakes.
I had bear.
We had bears.
Bears.
Or
Bears
diarrhea.
was the number 1 answer.
Beers.
Good answer.
I want to get mauled.
Number 3, a Stevie Nicks song.
3, 2, 1.
Dreams.
Yes. Soul Sisters.
I said Edge of 17, but
They only need
Dreams.
one more.
would have been wrong.
Dreams.
I was expecting a landslide in there. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
All right, number 4, a breed of dog that everyone has heard of.
3, 2, 1.
Lab.
Pug.
Oh.
Lab and
That's
Pug.
it for Brennan.
Number 1
Sorry.
answer was Pitbull.
That's not.
There's
we have
another-
one more.
Yeah, he has zero faith in you.
Yeah. I've
Number
already got rid of
5, A famous or just any guy that coaches in the NFL.
3, 2, 1.
Andy Reid.
Brennan, call back.
Oh my God.
Riz hung up on him already.
You hung
Game
up?
wasn't over.
Yeah. How did you vote on Andy Reid?
Oh,
The only
just
one?
know.
Oklahoma is near Kansas.
Get out of here.
And I just thought of a guy, and he just came to me.
And he's so gorgeous.
Get out of here.
I thought it was Dick Butkus.
He's so gorgeous.
What are you, I know
Some
who
kind of
Andy Reid
cahoots.
is.
Now we know you don't know.
Big Andy Reid fan over
Big
here.
Andy Reid. She's got red on. We
Hey,
were
Get outta here.
Big Reed heads over here.
Now we know you don't know.
we wear mustaches because we love Andy
Brennan,
Reid.
call back.
Yeah.
Brendan, call back and get your Andy Reid tickets.
Josh, hello.
Hello.
All right, you got Moon, Rafe, or King Scott?
Let's go with Mooners.
Mooners.
All right.
All right, here we go. It's Mooners.
You and me, Chelsea.
and Chelsea.
Let's do it. We got
Here
it.
we go. Just the two of us.
Ready.
Here we go.
Mind melding.
Number 1, something you keep in the attic. Something you keep in the attic.
We're making eyes at each other like, yeah, we got this.
We got
right?
it.
Name a fruit you often find on or in pancakes. A common fruit found on or in pancakes. Number 3, a word that rhymes with inspection.
Yes.
Huh?
A word that rhymes with inspection. Number 4, name one of the members of the Trailer Park Boys. What's the matter?
Chelsea, you don't know the Trailer Park
Because
Boys?
I know it.
Did you write
She
something
doesn't,
down?
she doesn't have faith in me. I don't either.
Can I write one down for you?
No, I got
Just
it.
write a name.
Write one down for
Game's
him.
a game.
I got it. It just
I
took
wrote
me a
something
minute.
down. Game's a game.
She got it. It took her a minute. All right. And finally, number 5, a
I don't know
state.
if you could say that on the radio.
Great.
Number 5, a state with a small population. A state with a small population.
Okay.
Ready.
Learn, you count her down.
Okay.
All right,
Here
number
we go.
1.
Chelsea and Moon.
Man, oh
playing
man,
for
oh man, oh
Josh.
man.
Chelsea and Moon, something you keep in the attic.
3, 2, 1.
Christmas tree.
Boxes.
God darn, I had boxes. I had boxes. and
Boxes
scratched
was
it out.
number 1 answer.
I'm sorry. I let us down.
Christmas
All right, Christmas
decorations was
decorations.
second.
That's
Number 2.
Boxes. I blew that. That's on me.
it's all right.
I'll make up. I'll make up.
We
for
got
it.
this.
Number 2, name a fruit often found in or on pancakes.
3, 2, 1.
Blueberries. Oh,
Blueberries.
Blueberries.
Blueberries was the
But
number 1
bananas is
answer, but
good.
bananas are
Bananas
also
is
very
good.
good.
Bananas on top for
What's
show.
Bananas in pancakes.
oh, dude.
In or on?
Banana
In
batter.
pancakes?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Jack, I believe there's a song called Banana Pancakes. There's not a song called Blueberry Pancakes.
Does Stevie Nicks sing it?
I think it's Jack
Blueberry.
Johnson.
I don't know it.
Jack Johnson.
Number
You need
3,
to sweep out here.
a word that rhymes with inspection.
3, 2, 1.
Erection.
Very
yes.
good, everyone.
No,
Very good,
now
everybody.
we're
Okay,
back.
pressure's off. We're on the board.
Naked Tuesday, we're back on track. One of the members of the Trailer Park Boys.
3, 2, 1.
Bubbles.
Man. Woo.
Oh, no.
Dang, I didn't think you guys were going to get that. I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest.
no.
Comes down to this. This is for Josh.
Number 5 for the
sure?
win.
Oh, no.
State
I don't
with
know
a
what to do
small
here.
population.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, Oklahoma, darn. Oh, man.
Rhode Island was the number 1 answer.
Delaware was the right answer.
But Providence is huge. Oklahoma, I don't know nothing
Delaware,
except for we
guys,
just read
Delaware's the right
55.
answer.
Rhode Island,
I'm
number 1
sorry.
answer.
I blew it. God darn it.
Man, my heart was racing.
Boxes. We almost had it. I'm sorry. That's
We
all me.
almost had it, man.
I'm so sorry.
All right, let's
racing.
play one more time.
Yeah.
Pick 4 or 6.
4.
4. All right.
I feel good
more.
about bubbles, though. Erection and bubbles. We
Erection
got
and
those.
bubbles.
We got
Peter,
them
hello.
counted.
Hello, good morning.
All right, you got Ray for King Scott.
Rafe,
All
please.
right, Rafels.
Okay, here we go. Let me
Rifles.
scooch over so we can't cheat.
Okay. Not cheating.
All right. Man,
Final
this is
round.
gonna
Let's
be...
get a winner. If nobody wins and Rachel, we'll give Rachel somebody.
All right. Number 1, a Halloween costume that basic-ass college girls often wear. What do basic-ass college girls often dress up as? Number 2, occupation that begins with the letter T. Letter T. Number 3, something that you suck.
All right, let's keep this PG, guys.
Look at me, radio friendly. Something that you suck.
Got
Plenty
it.
of answers here. A lot of answers.
There is a right answer.
I like how you had to nod and look deeply in each other's eyes.
Number 4, tell me a boy's name that starts with the letters CH. A boy's name starting with the letters CH. And number 5, a term used in golf.
We got it.
Okay.
I think we got it. I
We
feel
got
good.
it. Yeah.
All right, Moon, you got it down?
Yep.
Here we go. For Peter.
All right, number 1. Halloween costume that basic-ass college girls often wear.
3, 2, 1.
Cat. Witch. That's a good one.
Harley Quinn.
I
Cat.
Playboy Bunny.
I had Alice in
I
Wonderland.
had
I
Han
feel
Solo.
like it's a lot of just putting on a sexy jumpsuit, putting a little
Yeah.
nose and
Solo
whiskers on.
Yeah, yeah.
Han Solo, because they dressed like that for like 2 months.
Han Solo.
Yeah, with the white top and the brown boots up there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm going to be looking like that next week.
All right, not a good start. Number 2, an occupation that begins with the letter T.
3, 2, 1.
Trash
Teacher.
man. Oh, shit.
Oh, damn. Second dump today,
Second
Rafe.
dump today. They're worried about you and Tina,
You
and
ain't
I
gotta
am the
worry-
one dumping it.
You ain't got to worry about me.
I felt good about it.
The correct answer was Tushy Doctor.
I'll be in Tushy Doctor. Teacher was probably the number 1 answer.
We got these last
I
3.
put trash man.
Trash man.
My own question.
You got
All
to
right.
get the next 3 right.
Number 3, something that you suck.
3, 2, 1.
Penis.
Lollipop.
Lollipop was the number 1.
Rafe.
What?
Lollipop.
No descript thing.
You said
can't
radio
say that.
friendly.
I
Lollipop.
thought a technological term was radio friendly. I'm getting fired today.
No.
Lollipop.
All right.
Okay.
I had to dump you. This is your third.
Do we have any more
third
time?
Dump.
Are we out of time?
We're good.
We're out of dumps, so I can't say
You
anything
cannot
else for
say
the rest of
anything
the broadcast.
bad.
Here we go.
Number
We got
4.
this. We got this.
Jesus.
Tell me a boy's name that starts with CH.
3, 2, 1.
Charles.
Chad.
Oh,
Chad?
Chad.
Sorry.
no. Those are the 2 answers
Peter, you're
in the chat. Was Charles or Chad?
Oh, we got a chance for the 0 person, right?
Peter's out.
That's true.
Number 5, a term used in golf.
3, 2, 1.
Tee
4.
off.
Congratulations, Rachel wins.
Rachel, way to go.
Hole in
At least we
one.
went all in on nothing.
We went all in on nothing, dude.
Holy cow.
Terrible. All right, Chelsea Lynn's here.
Yes.
Rafe is about to collect his first unemployment check. Take a break.
The old radio hat trick. I haven't seen
That's
that since,
rare.
You guys
That's a 3
haven't
dumper.
used double dump since Chris Kattan,
Since Chris
probably.
Kattan
Yeah,
back in.
2015.
I need a cheat sheet.
I'll write down everything you can't
Would
say.
it be saying, "Hey, keep it clean"?
Well, I
do you
just thought
think-
that meant.
what do you
use
think
I
that
thought it
meant?
meant use a biological term.
Like the medical term?
No.
You can't describe. That's the.
Yes.
It's an implied dirtiness. It's
Okay, well, hey,
hey.
we're gonna reset here.
Yeah.
Moon's got some emails after the break. Chelsea's here. All right, comedian Chelsea Lynn is here.
Hello.
Had fun playing that game before
yes.
the break. Ray got all sweaty. Rafe cursed 3 times.
Wow.
So all good.
3 times total for the day.
3 times total for the day.
For the day.
Lern sent me this before the show. Apparently a lot of Americans have controversial food preferences.
Yeah.
I want to see if you guys match up to the numbers here. So Instacart recently did a poll on America's most polarizing foods. And what do you think the most controversial food in America is?
The most
controversial / polarizing food.
I don't remember the list that I sent you, but I know mayonnaise was on the list. Is it the top?
Right.
Mayonnaise is the 15th most
Okay.
controversial food in America.
Really?
Kale.
Yeah, kale's got to be it.
It's probably
Kale
not.
did not make the top 15.
Well,
So 12% of Americans hate mayo.
Okay.
Count me in.
you know what?
man,
I think
I
it's
don't.
polarizing, which shouldn't be because it's maybe the greatest like single.
Condiment?
No, food is cheese. But
Oh,
some
yeah.
people get weird about cheese.
Yep.
That
Right?
didn't
A
make
lot
the
of
top
people.
15.
Did
Okay, well-
bologna make it?
Relish.
No, this is America.
Mustard,
Uh,
ketchup.
no.
Sour cream.
You're missing a really. All right, I'll just.
Eggs.
Oh, why did I just tell you?
Okay.
Puppies.
Bring it on.
Anchovies is the most polarizing food,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the most controversial food in America.
Okay.
50% of people who took this poll did not like anchovies. Anchovies,
Yeah, they're whatever. I wouldn't call them a controversial food though, because even people that like anchovies know that there's
I
plenty
get
of
it,
reasons
that
not to
people
like
don't
it.
like 'em.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So nobody's like fighting for you to love anchovies.
Yeah.
If you say you don't like cheese, I'll fight you because I'm like that makes no sense. You are silly.
anchovies, black licorice.
Gross.
Ooh, I can see that.
I'm with you
I
there.
kind of like it.
Disgusting.
So
Get
gross.
out of here. No, you do not,
There's
right?
worse things.
I kind of like it.
See, and then, this is what makes it a controversial
disgusting.
food, is because we're all offended by everybody else's answers.
We had this conversation last week. Licorice root is one thing, right?
Yeah, but nobody's
natural
eating
herbal
that.
teas and stuff. It tastes good. Gets you to sleep. Licorice, black licorice.
Do you remember blackjack gum?
No.
Anybody?
That's that's the stuff from Pee-wee's Big Adventure or whatever that like turns your mouth black.
No. Does it turn your
think
mouth
it does.
black?
It's
has to.
the prank.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
prank
No,
gum.
it wasn't prank gum.
Oh.
Like, that was an actual gum.
It was
Okay,
like an
anyway.
old school gum. They'd
Yeah,
find
old
it at
school.
the soda fountains.
That's nasty.
Oysters.
Ooh, I love canned oysters.
Canned
And?
oysters.
I never
Or
heard of that.
yeah, like in the little can with
tin?
the oil. The
What about
tins.
fresh ones?
Ooh.
Or
Fresh
as fresh as
oysters?
you can get.
I'm a little picky on the like raw. I won't do.
Sardines.
Wait. So they're
Sardines are almost the same as
They're
anchovies.
like the yeah, they're in
Yeah.
the
Wait,
cans.
so they shuck them, they cook them, and they can them?
They're smoked. You've never had
Smoked.
No, I've never had
that
those.
before.
Oh my gosh, a cracker with some yellow mustard and a little smoked oyster on there. Nothing better.
Okay.
Whoa, I'm gonna try
Beets.
that.
Beets.
Oh,
Beets are
Yeah,
worthless.
no,
Yeah,
those
beets are
delicious.
worthless.
I don't even know animals that eat beets.
Pretty dirt is what it looks like. You
No,
know,
it's
it
delicious.
tastes like dirt,
Tastes
but
like dirt.
gorgeous
Say that in a
color.
Russian
I have
family.
2 jars of them right now.
Oh,
in my-
listen.
It stains your innards.
Yeah.
that's probably my number one hated food.
Really?
Huh?
I ate it on my podcast and I puked
What about, have you had pickled?
I did.
Have you done it pickled?
every way. Every beets.
Really? Man, I
Beet
love
soup. Rafe and I know.
Tina loves it. Cold beet soup, mind you.
Blue cheese. Get
Love,
out of here.
love,
Get out of here.
Love.
Love.
Yeah, high five.
Love.
Can't get enough.
If it says
Put it on
cheese,
everything.
I'm in.
Okra.
Oh, yeah.
Love.
I've had it. I had it for the first time 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's
Okra.
Did you have it fried?
Yeah.
Delicious.
At the Golden Corral.
Ooh.
He'd never been to a
All
Golden
right.
Corral. We took him a couple weeks ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
At his
I did it.
first
Fried
corral.
okra.
I
at
did it,
the-
Chelsea.
That's like going to your first football game at the Super Bowl.
So true.
I did it.
That's how you do it right there.
Capers.
Love.
Love them.
Obsessed.
You know, they're not. I used to think they were just itty bitty little olives, and they're flowers.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Neutral.
They're like buds?
Yeah, they're like
Capers,
buds.
Flower buds?
They're salty, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Salty.
Super
Kinda
good with
neutral.
salmon.
They're not bad.
Brussels sprouts. Again, these are the most controversial foods.
Love them.
Love them.
Love them.
Yeah.
Steamed.
They're good now. They figured those out.
They figured that out.
Thank you, GMO.
Yeah.
Even as a kid, when people hated them, I couldn't get enough
too.
Brussels.
Oh,
See,
you
as a
like them when
kid,
they're
they
bitter?
were different because now they genetically modified them to taste better.
Well, I'm a fan of like the old school steamed Brussels sprouts when they're
too.
kind of soft, where they taste kind of like cooked cabbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people now, these
Love
fancy
those.
restaurants are like, we have braised,
Maple
flash
syrup
fried
and- yeah.
Brussels
Oh, yeah.
sprouts with a maple glaze, and I'm
Yeah.
like, get that out of here! Just give me a big old steamed cabbage pile.
Yep.
I love them with butter.
Fennel.
I like fennel
I
sometimes.
do too. I love them.
Yeah.
I like wearing
I
it to
forgot
keep me
what that
warm in
is.
the fall.
That's flannel.
I'm wearing fennel right now.
Fennel's like a big old bulb, right? But you can eat the whole thing.
I cut them up and roast them.
Yeah.
Good. Olives.
Love them.
Love.
No.
Green specifically, though.
I do hate
Love
olives.
olives.
All black too.
Yep.
Most controversial foods in America: mushrooms. Get the hell out of here.
I like them.
Mushrooms are
Love.
so
Get
good.
out of here.
Stuffed mushroom.
Get out of here.
Can't get
Go to
enough.
Hula Hands and get a
It makes
stuffed
no sense.
mushroom appetizer.
Your whole palate. If they're cooked right.
You make no sense. Get out of
Well,
here.
no,
Aren't you
I'm
Italian?
not trying to it doesn't make any sense. For everything that you like, cooked mushrooms should be
I can't.
right in the
first of all,
pocket.
when my mother used to cook mushrooms, like saute mushrooms in the house, I would leave the house. The
the
smell was so overwhelming to me and would turn my stomach.
I love it.
You don't like brain foods.
Just regular mushrooms?
Great for your
Just
brain.
whatever, like button mushrooms.
Yeah,
or
Casey in the
whatever.
chat says
I can
mushrooms
handle
are the
those.
steak of the vegetable world.
Yeah, man.
I can't get over the fact that it's fungus, okay? It's a
What you
Oh,
got
so it's a
against
mind-
I
fungus?
have a mental thing, okay?
Have a disease.
I feel like deja vu.
Cilantro.
Hate.
Oh, do
Sound
you,
like
does it
cilantro.
taste like soap to you?
See, it does not taste like
Oh,
soap.
you just hate it.
I just don't like it.
Okay.
It's
I like
I like it. See, to my mom, she's got that gene that it tastes like soap to her.
That's a
Bummer.
bummer. Yeah,
It doesn't taste like soap to me, but it overpowers everything so much when it's in something that I'm like,
Yep,
it ruins the dish to me.
agree.
I like it in salsa.
If there's a little bit in salsa, I'm good. But if I
Tacos.
order something and there's a pile of I'm like I can't eat that.
Yeah.
All right, coconut.
I like it.
That's
I like coconut.
controversial.
I've learned to love it.
Yeah, apparently.
Coconut
coconut's
cream
controversial.
pie.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Don't
come
get
around in
started.
my old age. That's a food you age into, I think.
I think so
I don't
too.
know. I think I was a weird kid because those mounds were.
Yeah, I like mounds too.
Great.
And finally, pickles.
Oh, love.
Love pickles.
Never
Pickles
had
are
them.
controversial.
But I'm we've talked about it before. I like to eat them out of the jar only if they're speared.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't do the
And they got to be a
chips.
certain company. People have been messing up pickles a lot these last couple
Oh, man, I
decades.
just
and
read a
that's been
story
ruining
about
it.
this. Did you know that most pickle jars... So here's a weird thing you probably never noticed. Somebody on TikTok pointed out that jars of pickles almost never have the word pickles on the label. So most of the big brands like Clausen and Vlasic say things like kosher dill spears or bread and butter slices, but the word pickles is nowhere to be found on the jar.
Interesting.
And TikTok is calling it Picklegate. And people have been offering up explanations. One theory was that it has to have specific ingredients to be called a pickle. Another was that all sorts of foods can be pickled, so maybe it's not allowed because it's too vague. One person even joked that in order to be called pickles, they need to be from the pickle region of France.
What?
But it turns out, somebody asked the big pickle brands to comment.
Oh, big pickle.
Oh, they're
Big
going to
pickle,
lie.
here
They're
we
not going to tell the truth.
Big pickle.
And the real reason is they just don't think it's necessary. Like, it's a glass jar. You could see pickles are inside.
Yeah.
Vlasic said there's such limited space on the label, so they prefer to, quote, clearly communicate the form and flavor inside each glass jar. Clausen and other brands basically said the same thing. Like,
Well,
you could see their pickles.
Well, you don't have to say they're
Idiots.
speared then. That's an idiotic thing. I can see that they're chipped. You don't need to use that font space for pickle.
I don't know.
That's my brand. I hate to be, basic bitch with it, but Clausen's my brand. We keep trying all these different
Dude,
pickle brands, and
have
I'm
you
always like,
tried
yeah, that's
Grillos?
almost there.
Grillos is
Yes,
good.
yeah, it's a
Grillos.
plastic
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, they're very good. For some reason, it doesn't hit the spot as long as the Clausens do.
I'll tell you a specific pickle that does polarize people's bread and butter.
I don't like bread and butters.
Yeah, that's just a waste of a
Shouldn't,
good
'cause that's
pickle.
You're out?
I'm out.
I love
Clausen's good.
Chelsea and I have the same palate. I'm
I
telling
love
you.
a bread and butter pickle. Dude. Doesn't bother me.
I like the
What's
Aldi
the
brand.
difference than a dill? Like, what is? I don't think I've
sweet,
ever had
sweet.
it.
Sweet.
Oh, it's a sweet.
Oh,
Okay.
It's great on a sandwich.
I
Great.
don't know if I've
I
had
don't
one.
like them. All right,
ta-
listen.
it tastes bad.
We'll debate pickles over the break.
Thank
Gotta
you.
take a break. All right, so you're looking to buy a new house. Good for you. Now, a mortgage is like a fingerprint. Everyone's different. And Kevin Putney, the 123 Mortgage Team, is going to help you secure your dream home with the 123 Mortgage Rate Advantage, where you could reduce your mortgage within the first 2 years you're in your house. This is a way for you to save money. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. You call, you qualify, and you close. That's it. Kevin Putney makes the whole mortgage process easy, simple, painless. He's just a good dude. And he's a local St. Louis guy. So he's going to meet with you wherever, whenever. The first house we bought back in 07 worked with a big out-of-town bank, and it was a terrible experience. We were treated like a number, not like a human. Kevin treats you like a human. Pick up the phone. Hey, Kevin, what's the deal? And not be passed around to 5 million different people. Kevin Putney, the 123 Mortgage Team, 314-862-0123. That's 314-862-0123, online at 123mortgage.com. It's Kevin Putney, Equal Housing Opportunity, all loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
Hey, this is Trailer Trash Tammy, and you're listening to the Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Riz.
Well, how about
quick.
that?
That was quick. Hey.
Our production department is
Dang.
quick on the turnaround.
Yeah.
All right, that's Chelsea Lynn, a.k.a. Trailer Trash Tammy, and here's Moon with Sports. All right, Mooners, what do we got?
Sports presented by DraftKings at Casino Queen. Think you know football? Bet on it at DraftKings at Casino Queen Sportsbook. Adam Wainwright got his 199th win last night. In his dreams. Not in real life, because the Cardinals offense failed him yet again, as he's still stuck at 198. The Padres beat him 4-1 at Busch, as the Cards have now scored 2 runs in 27 innings. Wainwright is now 3-10 for the season with 9 straight losses. And for the first time since the 90s, the Cardinals are 20 games below 500. The Cards go at the Padres again tonight at Busch, 6:45. Simone Biles competed at the for the first time since the Tokyo Olympics in 2021 and won the all-round title by 5 points, which is an enormous margin in gymnastics. But the 4-time Olympic gold medalist admitted that after the meet that she was really nervous about returning to competition. Didn't show, though. This is her 8th all-round national title, and Biles is the first American gymnast to win 8 national titles, and at an elderly age of 26. She is the oldest woman to ever win. Yeah, super old. I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
Thank you, Moon. One final break. We'll come back and wrap her up. All right, that is it for us. First off, I got to thank Miss Chelsea Lynn.
Dude, thank y'all for having me.
Thanks for coming in. Great to finally meet you.
Yes, I've had a blast.
Rafe's been talking about you for a long time now. Great to
Thank
finally have
you.
you in studio. You're welcome here anytime.
Thank you. I'll be back.
So, Chelsea Lynn, the viral podcast, Tammy Bangs on tammybangs.com. You're doing a tour starting in October.
Yep. You can get your tickets at, this is my real website, eatmytrash.com.
I love it.
That is real.
Eatmytrash.com.
That wasn't taken? Like, when did you make that website?
I know. It's been about 5 years.
Good for
I've had
you.
it. Eatmytrash.com.
Eatmytrash.com. And,
Trust me, Oscar is not happy about it.
And after the show, you're about to go film an episode of the Number 2 show with Rafe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, had some promos for. She's putting my special on her YouTube at the end of the month, at
How
the end of
cool is that?
September.
Oh, that's great.
So we're going to shoot some promos for that, shoot the Number 2 show, and
Yep. It'll be
so
fun.
be looking for that and a set, probably.
And you're going to be mukbanging all over the St. Louis area over the next
Yep.
couple of days.
Nice.
All over the place. A mukbanging here, a mukbanging there.
Exactly.
Mukbanging everywhere.
Exactly.
Yo, for Tammy Bangs, all I keep hearing in my head. So Scott's a huge William Hung fan. Do you remember William Hung?
From American
Idol, yeah.
Yes.
She bangs.
Yeah.
And we got a cameo where he sings She Bangs.
Well, because
Scott.
King Scott lost his virginity and William Hung sang him a song.
Yeah, at the same time.
All I can hear is I can just hear William Hung doing Tammy Bangs.
That would be awesome.
I would love that.
All right, today's Pappy's Recappy.
Brought to you by Pappy Smokehouse St. Peter's, your summer barbecue headquarters, Highway 70 and Mid Rivers Mall Drive. Everything we covered on today's show, including why it doesn't say pickles on pickle jars, which, hey,
Hey,
a lot to learn there.
come on.
Somebody got pepper sprayed on American Airlines, and that did not go well on the entire plane. And somebody came home and found their sister breastfeeding their son. So, like anyone would, they called the cops. That's a big story. You got to check out all the details, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. Today's podcast title is You Are the Tammy, Bro, Chelsea Lynn.
Okay. Well, thank you. Anything else, ladies and gentlemen?
No.
That's it.
We hit it.
We hit it. We leave you with a selection from our Team Riz Remember the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, hotshotsnet.com/Team Riz. From St. Peters, Missouri, Alexander Watson is our Team Riz Remember the Day. And he wants